On this episode of Playlog, we're guessing indie games based on their good and bad Steam reviews. Hey everybody, CGMB back in with another episode of Playlog, the podcast we talk all things indie gaming, but of course, I can't talk indie games alone because that would be super boring. So, I've got my partner in crime, the Playlist Kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
I love how you were holding your drink during that intro. It
Yep.
was like you're doing a sponsored segment.
It was not. I do indeed like Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast. I will say, it's tropical lime. People are telling me this is the default. Like, oh yeah, this is like regular Baja Blast. I'm like, no, it's not. It is not.
Okay.
I know also I'm drinking the zero sugar, so it's gonna taste a little bit different. But I'm like, this is not regular Baja Blast. This is something different. I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
That's like telling me that Starry and Sierra Mist are the same thing. They're not. And listen, I get it, Sierra Mist. I get it. The streamer took your username and you couldn't get the copyright, so you had to change it. You didn't have to change the recipe. There was no reason to do that. You know this beef? You know, am I rambling about? You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god.
No idea.
Streamer, right? So Sierra Mist, I think that's a Pepsi product, whatever. They're like, hey, Sierra Mist, something about the copyright or the name came up, whatever. But a streamer named Sierra Mist got the copyright for the name. So when Pepsi was just like, hey, can we have that back? She's like, no, fuck you. I might be making it a little more aggressive than it is. All I know is they couldn't get the rights back for some degree. So they rebranded Sierra Mist to Starry, which is their new like lemon lime sugar, like their Sprite Sierra Mist, but Sierra Mist isn't anymore. Now it's Starry. But instead of just taking Sierra Mist and putting it in a Starry bottle, they like redid the formula, and now Starry's just ass. Like Starry's not a good drink.
Damn.
Like, I was like, I was gonna say 7-3. I'm like nine times out of 10, I'm taking Sprite over Sierra Mist. Sometimes you just got the mood for a Sierra Mist. That's fine, whatever. I am never taking Starry over Sprite. Like, Starry's not good. It's not a good drink. And the fact that they didn't just think, let's just take Sierra Mist. Yeah, we lost the name. It's fine. We take the L because we're stupid. Put it in a new bottle. I'd still drink Starry. I'd be like, it's Sierra Mist? Whatever. But no, they changed it. It's stupid. And I know this is a fact because Mal agrees with me. We both hate Starry. It's terrible. Dumb drink.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly, we like better without it.
like we don't have that in supermarkets here, but we do have a candy store with exclusively American candy and soft drinks.
Ooh, interesting.
Maybe they might have that.
They might. I say give it. Listen, for the experience, I think it'd be fun if you found one and you're just like, "Hey, I got Starry. We're gonna try it on stream just for a clip, just to be like, you're right. This is pretty bad. I don't like this." I think
I'll go and look for it.
All right, listen. Stay tuned, guys. If you want to see Tofr drink Starry, let's hope Belgium has it. Oh shit! You know, I guess while we're talking about sweets and stuff, Tofr, over there in Belgium, you don't have our great American snackies. Do you guys have Kit Kats?
Yes, we do.
You do? Okay. Are you aware of the controversy of the proper way to eat a Kit Kat?
Of course.
Okay. So what is the proper way to eat a Kit Kat?
You break off a piece and then you munch that piece.
Of course, exactly. Their
You don't
slogan and
just bite
everything. Of course, right. Of course. That makes total sense, right? Except it doesn't, Tofr. It doesn't make total sense. Because
What do you mean?
why take the time? I'm like, oh, 2 little wafers, break it in half. And when I could just like, who's watching? Who's judging? People with nothing better to do in their life. Just eat the fucking thing. Just take 2 bites. And here's how I know I'm right. Easter's around the corner, I think. Holidays are a flat circle this time. I don't even know anymore. But my brother brought home the Easter Bunny Kit Kats, which you can tell I started to open, and I forgot, oops, there's a bit. Don't open that yet. So, but when you open this thing, it's just a solid Kit Kat. This is one piece of chocolate. I can't break this bunny in half. No, this is correct, which means the way you eat this Kit Kat, good. Let's take a bite.
That's just wrong.
The way Kit Kats were always intended to be eaten.
Illegal.
It should be, but it's not. Which means I'm in my full American right to eat this Kit Kat however I fucking please. Take that, Kit Kat. Break me off a piece of that ass. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
So now we can all agree you just eat the Kit Kat. Don't worry about breaking it. That's a waste of time.
No. No, I won't allow it.
No. Oh, we have fun here. Also, not sponsored by either Mountain Dew or Kit Kat. I just have a sweet tooth today.
But if you want to sponsor us,
if you want to sponsor us, you're welcome to. If I could have a fucking wall of zero sugar Mountain Dew, probably a cup of water to balance it out every couple shenanigans here. Who emails you right as we go to record the podcast? Wait a minute. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Everyone remain calm. I can't read you this. I can't read you guys this.
You can't read this. Damn it.
I can mute and tell you in a second.
No, you can wait until after the episode. It's so cruel towards the listeners otherwise.
Dope. What a cool dude. Sweet. I just got a review code for Redacted.
Okay, nice.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lit.
Someone's happy.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm more excited because Mal's excited.
Okay.
And because Mal's excited, I'm going to look like the coolest boyfriend in the world when I'm like, hey, babe, here you go. And she's like, oh, my God, what did you get me? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got connections. I don't bring a lot to the table. I don't bring a lot to the table in this world. I'm just kind of whatever. But when people are like, man, I'm really excited about this cool little cute game, I'm like, let me set you up real quick. Let me find you real quick. And then I'm like, boom, here's the code for that game. We were playing Escape Academy 2, the playtest. I was like, man, I'd love to play through this first game with you. And I was like, I would adore that, but it's not expensive, but I can't afford to buy like the whole pack. I'm like, give me 1 second, babe. Hey, connections. Can I get 2 copies of the game with all the DLC? Absolutely. Here we go, babe. Let's go have a good night. Slop Squad. We got all these games coming out, like 4-player multiplayer games. We can't get all of our guests to buy all the games we want to play. Then we got to buy all the games we want to play. What are we going to do? I'm like, hold your britches there, LB. I got you. Hey, let me get 4 keys for that game. Oh, what's that? You're already in my TikTok inbox? Sounds good. But boom, got 4 keys for our game this weekend. It's going to be great. It's a good time to remind you guys. Thursday night, as this episode comes out tonight, Slop Squad, we're streaming Ham. I know that's a weird sentence, but that's the name of the game. It's human something. It's a friend slop game. It's going to be great. All that to say, I don't bring a lot to the table, but I bring games. I bring games, and that's all you need from me.
You bring the enthusiasm as well.
Yeah, that too. And the enthusiasm in the games is a good time.
Yeah.
All right, I got us at least like 3 clips already, and we haven't gotten to the meat of the stuff, which means it's a good time to remind everybody that this is Playlog Podcast, a weekly podcast we talk about indie game news, reviews, whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, oh my God, my voice. Whatever we choose, be sure to show support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube, or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way to helping the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games. Just, my eyes went back up. Just use the Google form in the description of every episode and have your opinions be heard. Now, on to a little bit of housekeeping. If you like watching me and my hot D&D friends play Make-Believe, then boy, do I have a show for you. I told you guys I was going to fix this whole thing, so here's the schedule. Jollywood finale was supposed to be this past week. OBS and Twitch both just shit the bed. Neither one would let us go live. I think I was the only one able to see the stream. Everyone was watching a gray thing. None of us were live. So we didn't get to do Jollywood finale this week. So that's going to be this week, which will be, let me get an actual date, because I know this has been pushed around, the 16th. The 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing the finale of Jollywood. That's our American Arcadia game. Stay tuned. Should be great. I'm very excited. We're going to steal man's mustache. You'll understand if you watch the first episode. And then, as of recording this, tonight is our premiere of Electric State, which is this post-apocalyptic 1990s really cool robots and shit kind of game. I'm very excited to check it out. I'm playing Josiah Thomas. I'm a criminal who steals and sells robot parts in a world where we can't be doing that. But hey, I got to make a living, and this society doesn't let me do that, so I got to make money how I can. That's the life we're living. So episode 2 will be on Wednesday night over on Rediscovery RPG. So it'd be a great time. Go watch both of those. Timestamp. See? Nice and sweet. We ramble about what the game is, then we move on. Tofr, it's episode 99.
Yes.
We got episode 100 next week. Big deal. Probably like a 9-hour episode. We're going to see what happens. However, we want to do something fun and something easy this week. So we are doing another one of our favorite type of episodes, which are the Guess the Game by the Bad Steam Review. So we're going to go back and forth. We're going to read each other either a positive or a negative Steam review and guess what game we are talking about. We never keep track of the score for reals, but fuck it. Just keep track of how many we get right, and then the winner is the best in the world. That's it. That's all we got. Cool. Do you want to go first? You want to guess first? You want to read first?
I can read first.
Okay, if you insist. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm locking in. I'm ready.
Okay.
I guess I pick positive or negative, right? That's how we do this?
Correct.
I feel like I get more out of the negative. Let me get the negative.
The negative is by a person called Soup Shangalang 026.
That's a great name.
Yeah. They have 19.1 hours on record.
Okay.
And the review reads, "Man, I was really hoping I would like this game, but I don't. The main character is so incredibly dull and not interesting and full of attitude, which is quite frustrating to listen to. The story is predictable and unsatisfying. Mechanically, the game is great and the scenery is beautiful. Looks like I'll be playing the game on mute, which is a shame. The audio direction is wonderful, just everything about the main character is hard to get behind."
Ooh. That's tough. I thought I had an answer. I thought I had my answer until they started talking about hearing the character. I'm like, oh, but the main character doesn't talk. I was going to say Night in the Woods. I'm thinking they were talking about Mai and how much of a shitty person they are.
Wow, everybody loves Mai.
Yeah, she's fine. She's okay, I guess. She's really bad to her friends. Shit. she's okay. But yeah, everything else was like, it's Night in the Woods. It makes sense.
I'm gonna give you a slight hint. All of my games that I picked to choose reviews for are games that you have recently-ish played.
Ooh, shit. Okay. Oh, damn.
I wanted to be sure that you had played the game, so I picked some of your more recent ones.
Oh, no, that makes it even harder. Because I didn't necessarily pick ones I'm like, oh, Tofr played it. I'm like, but I think Tofr would know what this game is.
That's okay.
Shit. Because then my other idea was Y2K, that terrible RPG from like 5 years ago. It's probably even longer than that now. That was awful because that main character sucks. Shit. Annoying main character. Can you read it for me one more time? I know it's a long one.
Sure thing. "Man, I was really hoping I would like this game, but I don't. The main character is so incredibly dull and not interesting and full of attitude, which is quite frustrating to listen to. The story is predictable and unsatisfying. Mechanically, the game is great, and the scenery is beautiful. Looks like I'll be playing the game on mute, which is a shame. The audio direction is wonderful. Just everything about the main character is hard to get behind."
I'm sitting here thinking, like, what have I played that's, like, fully voiced? That, like, I would hear the main character. And, like, the only thing I can think of is Eternal Strands, and I don't think that applies to Brynn at all. Like, I don't think Brynn's annoying. I think she's kind of, maybe I could see that her being dull.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's so much passion in that voice acting that would make no sense to me.
If you want, I can give you the positive review.
Oh, yeah, we
or
can do that.
I can give you a bonus negative review as well.
Ooh. Let's do the positive.
Okay, the positive one is by a person called Fainalain, who has 12.5 hours on record. They say, "I played the demo so much and was waiting for that game. It is great. One could say that it is peak gameplay here."
It didn't help me as much as I hoped it would. Shit. What's the vibe here? Are we doing, can I get the other negative? I don't know, it's like, here's your two, now guess. Okay.
No, you can have the other one as well.
Yeah.
It's not an entire review. I just picked the first sentence because I thought it was funny.
Totally.
This review is by Emoticon Fury, who has 44.1 hours on record.
Okay.
Long and they just said, "Narcissist Simulator."
I'm gonna hate myself when I hear what it is. I cannot for the life of me think of.
Or you're gonna hate reviewers.
I'm gonna hate their probably Narcissist Simulator. And I recently played this. What the fuck could it be?
Yeah.
I got nothing. I'm gonna go with Eternal Strands, and I don't think that's correct. It's the only thing I can think of. Indie games don't have voice acting, so when they do, fuck.
I don't know how much voice acting there is in the game, but There is some.
Okay, see, that's what I get when they talk about how annoying the main character is. Like, I guess I gotta mute it. That's all I could think of.
It's not Eternal Strands.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
It is Cairn.
What? Ew. What a terrible take.
I know, right?
What?
I know. I've seen this kind of opinion about the main character plenty of times, and I'm like, you're just being stupid about this.
It sounds like someone saw a woman of color and said, "Oh no, annoying! Gotta mute this game." That's crazy to me. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Not that I haven't finished Karen. I haven't gone back and played much more since we reviewed it like a month ago. But like, it's still sitting on my dashboard. I'm like, I want to dive back in because I want to like beat this game. That's crazy to me. What a shit take. Oh my god. Who was that guy's name? The first negative review?
The first negative was Soup Shangalang 026.
Hey, Soup Shangalang, I take it back. Your name sucks. You're terrible. Replay the game and get a better opinion. Says the guy who hasn't finished the game. But wild. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. All right, let me timestamp that. We're gonna listen. This is a great time to let everybody know. There is now an Instagram and a TikTok account for Playlog Podcast, which I'm trying to put the clips on and everything. I found out this morning the Croak one that I posted yesterday was like all fucked up because TikTok threw an audio onto it as I posted it. So there's this weird like ominous music over it. I'm like, ooh, this sounds bad. I was gonna repost it and I just haven't gotten to it, so I might do that later today. But I'm gonna try and make a bunch of clips of us guessing and then the random bullshit that happens. So if it feels a little more like clip farming, you bet your ass it is. But well, shit. I guess, let me redo that timestamp. I guess up for your first one, you want a positive, you want a negative. Now, we didn't do a good job of discussing how we wanted to do this. I have 3 positives and 3 negatives. We can go in the same hat of, like, take one of each and then, like, an extra of either of the others or of either one and go, like, there's potentially 3 reviews per. So we can do it that way. I think that way at least keeps it balanced to some degree. But, yeah.
I want to go for a positive one first.
Okay. Let's go with... We're going to go Kobotomy over here with a positive review, who says, "Oh boy, what a fun game about cleaning things. I said with joy." Very weird review. "Oh boy, what a fun game about cleaning things. I said with joy. I was then stabbed 57 times and left curled on the floor sobbing for the rest of the night."
Wait.
Yeah,
it's a game about cleaning things, but you get stabbed.
Yeah, I think it's an emotional stabbing, not like a in game I got stabbed.
Oh,
I think it's
stabbing.
I was hit by the feels of the game, so I felt stabbed.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's about cleaning things.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that came to mind was Power Wash Simulator, but
Okay.
I don't think there's too much emotional stabbing going on there.
I don't think so. I haven't played 2 yet. 2 could be very different, but I can't say it does. I don't think it does.
The only other game that comes to mind is Undusted,
Okay.
which I haven't played,
Mm-hmm.
but I have heard that there is quite some emotional. I don't know if it's stabbing, but it gets quite teary-eyed.
Okay. I've also
what
not
else do
played
we
it,
have?
but
Okay. What else do we have? We've got the Goblin Cleanup, or what was it called?
Goblin Company or Trash Goblin.
Trash Goblin, yeah, but there's another one where you go around cleaning things.
Ooh, I don't know which one that is.
Oh, I forget the name. Was it Goblin Cleanup? Let me check.
Oh, Tofr's like, let me find this game.
Yeah, Goblin Cleanup.
Okay. I don't know if I know
But
that one.
since you don't know about that one, it's not gonna be that one.
I guess. Or am I playing a big... Oh, no, I do know this game. I forgot this existed.
Yeah, it's a co-op one.
Bet. Well, yeah, I did not pick this one because I did not think about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
So you can get, by all means, do what you want to do. You can also get another negative and or positive. So whatever, you know.
Give me a negative.
Okay. So this one's kind of long. I'll go with this one. This one is Touch to Fishy. They say, "I'm a fan of cozy games. This is what I've always wanted to try, since it's very much similar to the gameplay of Assemble. This game in comparison is." I maybe should have reread these. This game in comparison felt lacking. Plot was okay. Game was too short. I didn't feel attached with the story as much.
I was gonna say Undusted, but now you're gonna say people aren't connecting with it. Most people seem to be all in with Undusted, from what I've read.
But then we did grab bad Steam reviews for a reason. People suck. Some people don't have media literacy and they don't understand. Again, from two people who have not played Undusted yet, but...
Well, the second review did mention a shorter runtime. So I guess I have to go with Undusted because I think that's only a couple of hours long.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah. I'm going with Undusted.
That's right. Yeah, it's Undusted. Yeah.
Hell yeah! I got one of these right.
Yeah,
I'm
you
doing
did.
better already. I usually don't get any of these.
Listen, this is one. So I picked it because Mal was going through my library this weekend and found Undusted and started playing it, and she has housed it. I think she's basically done with it. And I mentioned it because I was like, I have an itch to play it, but we were playing Slay the Spire, so I didn't. But yeah, Mal's been loving it. I'm so happy they're enjoying it. But yeah, I picked it because Mal's been playing it.
Nice.
That's a good one.
You big old romantic one.
I try to be. Listen. Everyone's just like, oh man, I want a big, strong muscle man that goes to the gym. Fuck you. I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I bring games, babe. I bring so many games to the table. You think my library of... Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find this out. I don't know how to see how many games I own. If we go to the top, does it tell me?
I think so.
With my 1,076 game Steam library, that's not as much as I thought. But it's a lot of games.
It's still a lot of games, Danny.
It is a lot of games. Most of which I didn't even buy. You know how many games I got for free? A lot. Humble brag.
That's a basic brag. That's not a humble brag.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
It is. It's a brag. I was trying to be humble, but I couldn't do it. All right. Let's see. On to the next one, I guess.
Yes.
Let's start with the positives on this one. Let's be positive.
The positive one. Okay. This one is recommended by the Batman of Zur and Ar, who has 10.7 hours on record.
Okay.
And they say, one of those rare sequels that feels like an improvement on the original in every way, and it's not even out of early access. Looking forward to what else they have to add in the future.
Default, I already have my answer, but we got to be thorough. So let me have a negative too.
Okay, I have two negative ones.
Okay.
I'm gonna read the first one. The first one is by Miss Peblington, who has played for 0.3 hours. And they say, honestly, feels like a cheap phone game version of the first edition. Not a fan.
I'm perplexed. That first one, the positive one, I was like, that's Moonlighter. There's no doubt it's Moonlighter.
Okay.
As I hear this second one, because it sounds like if it is Moonlighter, this second person has never played a good game in their life, and it shows, because when they finally played a good game like Moonlighter, they didn't understand what they had in their hand. But it's the phone thing that throws me off, because Moonlighter 1 being pixel art and Moonlighter 2 being a 3D model, like I see the vision of like, oh, this looks like a mobile game, and I get that, but it's not. So I'm wondering if I'm thinking back like the wrong direction of like mobile gamifying it, but I think I might be misleading myself. I think I just want to lock in Moonlighter.
Okay.
I guess specifically
Moonlighter
2. Yeah.
That is correct.
Let's go. Who is that? Who is the negative review again? Give me that name.
Miss Peblington.
Miss Peblington, let me tell you something. You're a moron. You're dumb. You're stupid. In the most respectful way. I think you played the game wrong. You're going to tell me if you played Moonlighter 2 and you're like, oh, this is such a mobile game. It's not. No, it's fucking not. The game is amazing. And you know what it changed from the first game? A shit ton. So much. And I was afraid it wasn't going to be good. But they made it amazing. Moonlighter 1 and 2 are both the same, yet so different. You should play them both. Come back here and tell me that you have a better opinion. And if you don't, do not talk to me ever again. Get off of this Steam page. You're not allowed to talk about Moonlighter 2 ever again. Moving on.
Do you want a second negative review?
I do want to hear it, because I want to hear what other Neanderthal didn't like Moonlighter 2.
This is a review by Fear, who has 4.2 hours on record, and they say, it's not a bad game, but it's not a sequel to the first game. The soul of the first game is mostly gone. The controls aren't tight anymore, the mechanics never really mesh together, and your upgrades are mostly random like a free-to-play mobile game. Even the progression feels forced and grindy.
The only thing I'll give him is I understand the tight controls. going from 2D to 3D does change those controls. They are not as tight as they are in the first game. I will agree. I think after you adjust to them for a while, you're like, oh, cool. No, this makes sense. But also, I know they're random. It's a roguelike. They're supposed to be random. That's how that works, dude. You don't just go, oh, I'm going to have this build today. Unless you're playing Hades, you can get a boon and that's built that way. But that's not how the other roguelikes are built. Mother, god damn. What are people doing, Tofr? Where did good gamers go, man?
Yeah.
I really like Moonlighter. I'm very passionate about Moonlighter.
I can imagine you being ready to play the update that's
I can't fucking wait. I gotta put Spire down. I have a game tonight, but maybe possibly in between editing the podcast, like export, I'll come back. I'm like, my game's at 10 tonight, and maybe I just play Moonlighter the rest of the day. That might be the move.
Nice.
We'll find out next week if I have things to. It's already gonna be a long episode. We might set it down to like one game of what we've been playing, depending on how long it goes. But we'll catch the vibe. It's only gonna be an episode. Yes, I'm so excited. I think if I recall, I think they're adding the 5th area, like the next like section of the world. They added like a Coliseum mode, so you can now like basically just do horde battles. I think they did some upgrades to like the shop and different things you can set up. But I have to look at the update sheet again. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to have more content to play. And I got a new controller since then, so we're gonna give this guy a shot.
Ooh,
yeah,
well,
got this controller from free from 8-Bit Dough, so I should mention that. So thank you very much for the controller. I'll make a video soon. Also, you guys heard that Windows 10 noise because my controller came off the dock. It's okay. That's me. I know I can't cut it out because Tofr's here, and that would take out Tofr's audio. But yeah, we got it. Timestamp. Next game. All right.
Yes.
You know, a positive or a negative?
Let's go with a negative this time.
All right. This is Maestro Lorian says, the start was great, but then it became kind of boring. It was easy and repetitive, so I'm having zero fun to finish this game. Not my cup of tea, but the story is awesome and I love concepts. That's what he said. And I love concepts and its charming style.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Because looking at your face,
yeah,
I feel like you agree with this one. But I might be wrong.
I'll tell you, not at all. Not the slightest.
Okay, I'm completely wrong then.
I'm watching this person, and I'm like, again, you didn't understand the game. Maybe that's the thing. When I pick games for this, I pick games that I like. So, like, maybe I do need to pick a game that I didn't like. Maybe I need to go grab Dead by Daylight and put it on here. I'm like, I agree. There shouldn't be any positive reviews because this game's terrible. But, like...
The first thing that jumped in my mind was Kentucky Route Zero.
Oh, that'd have been funny. Yeah, that game's bad, too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm realizing, again, because now I picked 3 reviews thinking, like, we go through all of them, and it's like... I think that one doesn't give a lot of the context. I'd say if you either want, I think if another negative or a positive, I think tell more of the game if you want either of those.
Okay, give me another negative one.
Okay. This one is from 12V. The lack of a map and often confusing isometric design had me often going in circles for 20 to 30 minutes, clueless as to where to go. The areas are also very huge, so I hope you really enjoy spamming the roll button forever.
Roll button? Huh. An isometric game where you roll around, apparently, without a map.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I was thinking of Disco Elysium, but I don't think you can roll around with that one.
Interesting take. No, I don't believe it's Disco Elysium.
No.
I could give you a positive. It's a longer one, but I think it might be like...
I think I'm going to need it.
All right. I don't know how you say this name. I'm going to assume it's Mayak, or is it Mike? I don't know how you say it. M'_AIQ. Let's go. Mac the Liar. Game is a fantastic blend of Bastion and The Legend of Zelda, and it pulls that combination off beautifully. It carries a dark yet oddly cute, eerie tone that just works from start to finish. The world feels melancholic but charming, and the art direction pairs with its subtle humor But the art direction paired with its subtle humor gives it a distinct identity. Mechanically, it's tight and responsive. Combat feels deliberate and satisfying, and clean dodge rolling. Well-paced enemy encounters, and smartly designed bosses that reward patience and positioning.
What were the two games that they mentioned at the start of that positive one? Bastion and
Bastion and Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda. Damn. That's... Huh. Huh. That doesn't help at all.
Really? Oh, yeah. Ooh, thought it would.
Yeah. I think it should, but it's not ringing any bells.
I think the hints on the tone and the visuals are like probably the most telling then.
Yeah.
And if I recall, I think this is a game you might have touched or didn't touch at all, and I love. I've talked about it plenty. It's a game I love. It's a very good game. The negative reviews
Game you
are
love,
incorrect.
but I
think it might.
It's an isometric game.
If I recall, I think it was a challenge thing. You're like, I don't know if that's for me, and that might be misdirecting if that's completely incorrect of where your stance on this game. So maybe don't lean on that.
Is it the one with the cat in the underworld, which I can't remember the name of right now?
Cat in the Underworld.
Yeah, by what was it called?
Oh, you thinking Crypt Custodian?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a great game, but no, not that one. Kyle Thompson, banger games. I can't wait for their next one. Which I cannot think
that
of
was
right
my
now.
guess though, because I honestly don't have any idea.
Okay. It is Death's Door.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Death's Door, of course.
I fucking love Death's Door.
I completely forgot that there's no map there.
Yeah, which I think I agree. A mini map would be incredible. I think that is something that would just be put that in. I think that's very essential. I remember getting lost, never enough to be bothered. And maybe that's one of those things where I'm like, I see the frustration in different levels for different folks. Getting lost in that world wasn't annoying enough to me to be like a negative thing because everything else was so amazing. Having a mini map would have just made the game a little bit better for me. Not having one didn't make it worse, if that makes sense. So, yeah, Death's Door.
Death's Door. That's a good one.
Such
That's
a
a good one.
good one.
And you're right. That's one that I just can't play because I'm terrible at it.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I tried it once.
I thought that was the case, but again, I didn't want to be like, maybe ignore this because you could be like, oh no, I just never played it. And I was like, but I believe that was the case.
Yeah, I did try it, and I loved my time with it. But like, I met the first boss, and I was like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Man, I think I already got the platinum. Fuck, I was like, do I have an excuse to go back and replay Death's Door? Might just have to do it.
Do you need an excuse?
I don't. But I have so many other games to play. It's tough.
I get that.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Then I guess it's on. Wait.
Did you timestamp?
I will re-timestamp. I think I did before we started rambling again, so re-timestamp. Okay. I'm gonna have extra timestamps this episode, but it's fine. We're gonna finish this. I'm gonna edit the episode. It's gonna just right into it. It's fine. Fresh in my mind. Okay. Which means I just read. Yeah. So you're on to my next one. Yes. I want. I'm gonna let you pick. You go. Give me a positive, negative. You choose. We'll build from there.
Let's go with the negative one first.
Cool.
This is by ZY Chris CDL.
Yeah, what up?
Who has 4.1 hours on record.
4.1, you said?
Yeah, 4.1.
Okay.
The game was all right, and I really liked the art style of the characters, but I would not buy it again for the price it was. I felt quite underwhelmed coming from the dev's previous game, and found some aspects of this game felt unfinished. At some points, it felt like I was missing pieces of the story that would help me understand what just happened. Overall, it was a fine game, but I would not recommend buying it for its full price.
Ooh. Shit. I'm trying to think of games that came out last year. It was like, this is a dev's second game. And I'm struggling to think of price points because in my head, all indie games are $20, and that's not correct.
Let me look up the price.
Okay, because I'm guessing based on the price, they're probably saying it's like $40.
No, it's full price. It's $18.
And they have 4 hours on it.
I think that's enough to finish the game.
See, my mind's going back to Kyle Thompson, going like Crypt Custodian from Islets, but I don't see a world where you finish Crypt Custodian 4.1 hours. So I don't think that's it. Can I get the positive?
Sure thing. I have two positive ones, actually.
Okay.
The first one is by Nana, who
Hi,
has
Nana.
3.1 hours on record. They say 10 out of 10, eyes hurt near the end, both from the tears and the fact that I willingly held my eyes shut constantly.
Oh, got it. Good Night Universe.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool. Okay, sweet. I will agree with the negative review on that one. I think Good Night Universe is really good. I don't think it holds a candle to Before Your Eyes.
Yeah.
Before Your Eyes is such an experience. I remember I streamed that one. I bawled through that game. It is so, and I think that's because that one is so much more grounded, where like all the surreal things aren't real. It is like the manifestation of your mind or whatever. Like I'm like, cool. I think Good Night Universe does a lot of the things and like actually manifest like this is part of the story. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like I don't mind it. I just don't think it's as powerful. But yeah, I would agree with that negative review. I think they're a little harsher on it. The whole like wouldn't pay for this price point, but $18. Yeah, I think I'd be like, yeah, wait for a sale for that one. Good Night Universe is really good, but Before Your Eyes is a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's the general idea I got from the reviews, even though sits at overwhelmingly positive on Steam.
Good for them. Good.
Yeah, but I've seen like whenever the comparison was made to Before Your Eyes, you just noticed like people being like, yeah, it's not as good, but it's still a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm happy they're overwhelmingly positive though. Like not as someone who's still so bad at doing my Steam reviews. I'm like, I talked about the game, moving on. I need to like script my stuff, copy paste. I need to get in the habit of just putting the link in of like, hey, we talked about it here. And I don't know if that's a weird thing to do on Steam reviews. That feels like going to Reddit to promote your channel and people are like, fuck off, get away from me. Like, I don't know if that's what happens on Steam reviews and people are like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
But I feel like that's what I just need to do. So I can say I'm reviewing games better. But damn. Good pull. Good pull. That first one really had me stumped. In the moment, it was like the holding my eyes open. I'm like, what? Or what? How'd they say it? Like I held my eyes hurt from.
My eyes hurt near the end, both from the tears and the fact that I willingly held my eyes shut constantly.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That was the thing where I sat there. I was like holding your eyes shut, but then like in Before Your Eyes, the whole is when you blink, you move forward. So I kind of like tied that and put the that's where I got the first game. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
The other positive review I had was a funny one as well. It's by Not East, who has 4.8 hours on record, and they said, "Evil, sick, and twisted, fucked up game that makes you want to call your grandma. 10 out of 10."
Interesting. Okay, maybe it's just the grandma's just the like I feel bad, I need someone to talk to, not so much like this game tied me to my grandma. I was like, I don't think there's much of a grandma thing in this game. There's a grandpa thing in this game. But either way, dope. Good pick. Maybe it's not, I forget. Are they a grandpa? There's an old man. I know that. I don't know if he's a grandpa, but I think they're there. But yeah, great poll. On to your next one. I think. I'm gonna give you a positive one first.
Okay.
This one is from Jesus Christ. Nitro Nixon SH 2017 says, "Game is a game to play alone while listening to music. It's not too complex and the grind is enjoyable. Min-maxing each world and solving transportation issues between asteroids and the mothership is the best part of this game. Also, forgive me, I'm going to butcher this. Kurzgesagt? Need I say any more?
I think this is Starbirds.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure. And then you mentioned Kurzgesagt, and
yeah. Thanks. I'll be real.
Hey,
I don't know. Say again. Did I do it?
Excellent pronunciation.
Okay, cool. I was like, I have no fucking clue. As I was going through reviews, like every fucking person on this game mentions this channel. I have not heard of them before. I looked them up. I'm like, oh yes, that is the art style from this game. Is that what they're just like? Hey, we like your art style. Come make our game. Is that how that all came together? Or
I think so. Yeah.
That's lit. I love that. I didn't know anything about that being like the story of how the game came together. But yeah, if you scroll down through, everyone's just like, this game's great. Kyrgyzstan. This game's terrible. Kyrgyzstan. I was like, what? Who are we talking about? There was another one. Let me see. There was one about like a bad name or something like that. I don't know if I have that one.
Bad name?
Here, Flock of Ducks said $20 for this. This is like an overhyped mobile game. They just use Kyrgyzstan's good name game. They just use Kyrgyzstan's good name. Gameplay is mid.
Wow.
And then another negative one. It seems pointless and it's hard to get attached to the character / oh, why couldn't I use that one? It's hard to get attached to the character / space birds since they just squawk and quack during dialogue, which is a lot of text and filler in between. The first level play. As it says, the first level playthrough doesn't make much sense with where credit comes from. It'd be better if the game wasn't so expensive. I didn't expect it to be quite boring.
Damn. I get, like, coming from the people who made Dorf Romantic, I had higher hopes as well.
Okay.
For Starbirds. It's an excellent game, but it's not up to that standard of Dorf Romantic.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty harsh saying that gameplay is mid.
A little bit. But hey,
damn,
people, right? Nerds. Yeah. They don't get Starbirds. They don't get like you and me. There's a guy who's never touched it. No. But I like the birds. They look cool.
They do.
Alrighty, I pass it back to thee. Man, I'm feeling negative today. Hit me with a negative. I want to hear how bad
a
this
negative one.
Is. Yeah.
Okay. This is a review by Hecka, who has 20 point. Yeah, they have 20.5 hours on record, and they said. It's boring and locked into a simple cycle. Go to a typical location, engage in a meaningless 4th grade discussion, then some evil force appears, fight it, and the cycle repeats. Later, new characters and enemies appear, but it doesn't change much. Boring characters based on 2 adjectives, like brave but afraid of snakes. Nothing changes. I finished it because my sense of unfinished games outweighed the boredom.
Ooh. I'm stumped. In my head, I have this weird melding pot of like 40 different games that none of these things stand to one of them in particular. Like for some reason, I'm thinking Froggy Hates Snow is like, I was thinking the gameplay. And then talking about the characters with different stats, I thought of like Shadow of Mordor and like how the Nemesis system works. And like, that's what's coming together. And I can't define the game. And I'm stuck on that 4th grade conversation thing, which I'm like, was this generally a game about like kids, or they're just like the dialogue is like immature?
Good question.
Which, thinking about immature dialogue makes you think like MonsterCon. But it's the...
Do you fight in MonsterCon?
No. And that's why I'm like, it can't be that. But I was thinking about the going to different locations and whatever. I was like, oh yeah, picking up the statue or whatever. But then I'm lost on the like brave but afraid of snakes. I'm like, what game does that? I think that was the negative.
Was the negative one, yeah.
Let me get the positive.
Sure thing. The positive review is by Reese DeShane. They've played for 65.2 hours.
Okay.
And they said, I usually wait till I've played more before reviewing games, which was an interesting start.
Okay.
But I just talked to an NPC who said, hold me closer. I looked at the top of his speech bubble and it said his name was Tiny Gangster. 10 out of 10 will obsessively talk to every NPC from now on.
It's so much harder because you mentioned these are games I've played, and I'm like, what game am I not thinking about right now? What game have I played? And I'm like, shit, forgot I played this. Tiny Gangster.
I think you actually talked about it on a different podcast as well, or you were invited to talk about it.
Oh.
I'm not sure if the episode has been recorded yet. I can't remember.
Oh shit!
Because you mentioned we were both asked to do that episode, but I never continued playing it. I'm just making it worse for you right now, aren't I?
Maybe. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, was it this? Was it Demon School?
Your final answer?
Yeah.
It is Demon School.
Okay, cool. I sat here, I'm like, interesting. The fourth grade conversations, not that I wasn't paying attention to the dialogue, but it's like a Persona game, so it's a lot of dialogue. So it is like catching everything that happens and everything that somebody says. Like, it's a lot. I know the main character is very like, maybe not whimsical, but like very like boisterous. So like I could see them being like immature. I don't know if I agree with that first one, but then like I don't think I ran into tiny gangster. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing it running around town. Yeah, okay, yeah. The hint about doing the podcast, I'm like, yeah, that's what gave it to me, because I know Matt Storm was like, "You're gonna fucking play the game." I'm like, one day, I promise. But every time I get a new game, there's like 7 other new games. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and considering like the positive review, the person played for 65 hours.
Yeah, I should about that
find time like that.
Yeah, yeah. I think I need to just find time to commit. I'm like, hey, we're hanging out. I'm gonna play Demon School. I try to, when we watch shows or anything, whether it's date nights or whatever, I play something so I can multitask and do that. And like Demon School is very much like, if I could put on something a little more mindless, like I think I mentioned to you earlier, I don't know if I mentioned on the show, we were watching The Pit, and Matt, I've been binging that, and that's a good show to pay attention to and also kind of just absorb while I do something more mindless. Like this weekend was Slay the Spire and The Pit. I did both of those. It was really great. I don't know if Demon School can be exactly that with all the dialogue, but as soon as we get into combat, I think it'd be great to just do that. But sorry, Matt Storm, we'll get to it one day. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe when we're like old and retired, we'll be like, we're going back 35 years to play Demon School on my PlayStation 74. Bet. Timestamp. On to your next one. How you feeling? You want positive or you want negative? You feel?
I'm feeling positive.
Positive. Okay.
Go with a positive one.
Let me see here. I'm gonna. Nah, that's not enough. I would say one of my friends reviewed this game, and I was gonna use theirs but like we're only doing the few. I'm gonna just move to one that's a little more, Ooh, that one's a little too much. Yeah, okay, we'll go with the one in the middle. This one's from Baguette. Honestly, love this game. Been playing it on so many different platforms for years, and it's such a chill and cozy game. Got me through depression like free therapy. Recommend 10 out of 10.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I was joking.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, you got it.
I was just thinking, like, it got me through depression. I was like, same, dude. Same.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, Stardew Valley. I thought to use this one because, again, Monday night our OBS and everything broke, so we couldn't stream Jollywood. So we're like, let's all find a game to play. And Sid, now news to us, plays on a fucking Mac. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, Sid, disowned. After this game, never talking to you again. Gross. Fucking Apple user. Yeah. But we're like, what game can we find? And we are like, oh, Stardew. So we all hopped on New World for Stardew. As somebody like barely touched it, I was like, well, how do I do the thing again? Okay. It was very fun just to like roam around in Stardew for a couple days and just do the damn thing. But I was like, yeah, let's put that on there.
Nice.
He was like, Stardew. Really?
It was a joke answer, but I guessed it. I guessed it.
You did. You got it. Wait, quickest one yet. Good deal. Here, let me go. I'm gonna read one of the negatives ones anyway. Pollen Allergy says, very overrated in my opinion. Barely anything actually happens, and you still don't have time for anything because it gets really dark too soon. Most enjoyable part was fishing, and the fishing mechanic isn't good either.
Wow.
Also, I should clarify, they didn't put anything. They put anti-thing. They spelled it wrong. Take that, Pollen Allergy. Learn how to spell before you review games. You know what I mean? Got them.
I mean, they're not wrong. Like, nothing happens, but you run out of time completely every day, every single day. And the fishing, I get why they made it the way it is, but man, it has frustrated me.
Yeah. I won't lie. The entire time playing Stardew Valley, I'm like, I want to go play Moonstone Island instead. I want to go play Moonstone Island.
Oh, yeah.
Or I kept thinking about the other one that you really liked, and I can never remember the name of, but I can think of the pink cow.
Fields of Mystery?
Thank you. I will, for some reason, never remember the name of that game, but I can visualize it so clearly because all the characters are so hot.
Yeah.
Bet. All right, on the next one.
You feeling positive or negative?
Man, I'm always negative. I hate people. Let's do negative.
Okay. This is by Aria Killer,
Mm-hmm.
who has played for 17 hours.
Okay.
The choices are not that consequential. The game is overhyped. Iconic characters with decent acting but really mediocre writing at times. Choices are not like an RPG or choose your own adventure. It's honestly less choice than, say, Bandersnatch by Black Mirror. I say this as I have now finished the game.
I already have an answer. Because I think the
Okay.
inconsequential choices is what I think gives it away. And I both agree and disagree. But I'm going to take a positive just to flesh it out a little bit.
Okay, I have two of them. I'll read both
Okay.
of them. Snack has played this for 37.3 hours and says, "Love this game from my mouth to my butt."
Okay, yep. Okay, okay.
And Dingus Pingus has played for 30.1 hours and says, "I have never been more invested in any form of fiction or media as a whole than I have been in this game, especially after episode 6.
Yeah, cool. So Dispatch.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, what a good. I was so confident on the negative. I already knew what it was. But then, like, from my mouth to my butt, I'm like, okay, so it's Dispatch. Got it. Okay. What a great game. I get it. I think seeing that this is basically like Telltale Junior and what they've done before, and it sucks so much. Not because I think Dispatch is bad by any means. I love that game. I'm about to do a third playthrough in like preparation for another podcast coming up where I get to talk about episodes 5 and 6, which I'm very excited about. But I understand the inconsequential choices. I think there's few choices in that game that matter because I think both either way you take it, you still get the same thing just with a different coat of paint, you know? Like, I don't think there is, like, in, like, Telltale's Walking Dead, you're like, oh, I'm going to let this person die. This character's not here, which could affect blah, blah, blah. Which it does still kind of do that, like, specifically with, like, the Sonar and Coop choice of, like, oh, I don't have the smart character now, and I have to build someone that way, which that is what makes it matter. But in terms of the narrative, like, the conversation, like, when I'm in the break room and Prism and Malevola are trying to be like, yo, who were you? Like, that conversation doesn't change depending on who I got rid of or who I added to the team. Like, those things remain the same. So I see that. I understand that. That being said, I'm hoping this is more of like a testing ground, and whatever Dispatch Season 2 looks like, those choices do matter. I think it do change like how my game ends, where I can be like, oh, cool, this would happen to you. This would happen to me, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
All that to say, I fucking love Dispatch. It was our game of the year last year for the podcast. And
It was.
I'm glad because we fucking love Dispatch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give us more, please.
Please. I believe, if I recall, I think next from Ad Hoc is the Critical Role game, the like Exandria,
I think so,
whatever.
yeah.
Then they've already talked about potentially doing a season 2, so we're probably talking like 8 years from now getting more Dispatch, but hopefully not that long. But
Worth the wait.
yeah, either way, it's Ad Hoc, so I will play whatever we get. I'm just hoping the success meant like we have 2 separate teams here working on things, so we do get Exandria with like a year later Dispatch and whatever that case is. But yeah, exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
But timestamp, we are on to your next one. These are all fairly short, I think, memory-wise.
Okay.
We want a positive, you want a negative?
You can pick for me.
Ooh, okay, all right. Let me see here. I'm going to go... Damn. I'm going to go positive. Oh, no.
Okay.
All right. This one's from Taint Snorkeler. Taint Snorkeler says... It's a decent flavor of the week friend slap game that needs more serious work. This is a positive review, by the way. It's a decent flavor of a weak friend slap. It's a decent flavor of the weak friend slap game that needs some serious work. It toes the line of being so slop it's bad, but has massive potential to be something special compared to all the other friend slap games out these days. For the love of God, keep working on this project. You have something quite literally magical if you can iron it out.
Interesting. This is a tough one because there's quite a lot, like
Yeah.
quite a few friend slap games out there
Yep.
that could fit that bill.
I'll say I could either give another positive, or I could give 2 negatives, or all the negatives are like a sentence each. So
Give me a couple of negative ones.
okay, let's go. This is Nico Shadow says there really isn't much to this game, just another stream bait friend slap game. And then Eleanor, my beloved, said, needs more wands. Feels fundamentally unfinished as a game.
Needs more wands. Needs more wands.
Mm.
Is this the one that you played? Where you have to shout everything?
It sure is, yeah.
Is it Yap Yap? Is that the one?
Yeah, yep, that's the one.
All right.
But I agree. I think the negative tone is just angry people being angry. But I agree. I think this game, though it is very fun, is lacking in a lot of diversity. I feel like you're making potions the more stuff you get, but I feel like the more I progress, I'm not seeing new enough stuff to make me want to get far enough to make all these extra potions, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they just kind of make you better at the game, but the scenery is the same. Nothing really changes. So I would like to see updates of new maps, more wands. I think there's like 6 or 7 wands. And like, there's one that's great. It lets you revive teammates. Like, you really sit there and do like a demonic chant to bring people back to life. And it's awesome. It's great. But, yeah, I do think there's not enough content, like something like Repo or whatever, to make it lasting long right now. I think we need more stuff.
Yeah, that's a shame. And is it in early access still?
I forget, actually. I assume it.
Oh, it's not.
It's just out?
It's not.
Well,
It's just out.
all right, then we're going to need some DLC, team. We're going to need some updates, because it's a good game, but we got enough going on. Need more stuff. But 500,000 copies sold. Good for them.
Yep.
But yeah, you got it, which means, okay, I have one more after this, which means we can either make this your last one, or you can just do an extra one after. I know you have 2 more than I do. Or we can just do them all.
Yeah, we can do a couple. So how are you feeling? Another negative one to start?
Let's do positive. Let's be a little happy today. Let's like games, you know?
Okay. The positive review is by Freaky Doug,
Okay.
who has played for 10.2 hours and says, a thematically and mechanically original puzzle platformer that mixes things up enough to keep you on your toes without staying longer than it needs to.
Puzzle platformer. Ooh, I don't know.
The negative one goes into more detail, so maybe
Yeah.
I should give you that one as well.
Yeah, give me the negative one.
Okay. The negative one is by Engelchen, who has played for 12.3 hours and says, I tried to love this game and I do think it has potential. Unfortunately, most of the dialogue falls flat for me. I don't know if it's the delivery or it's just being too flat. And the controls are so frustrating. The amount of times I had to restart the level because the controls wouldn't do what they were supposed to, causing me to get stuck on a wall jump. Until the controls get patched, I cannot recommend it to others, but maybe there's hope. For now, I do think it's an important project to support, and I will do my best not to get too frustrated with it. But man, the fucking wall jumps.
The wall jumps. Try to think of a game where the wall jumps sucked. Like, enough to make that the main point of your review.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought of just being the platformer was Love Eternal, but that doesn't have bad platforming. I don't even think it has wall jumps, really. Is there another negative?
No, I only have one positive and negative. I can look for one if you want.
No. I was gonna say if there was another one to see that. Puzzle platformer, flat dialogue, bad wall jumps. I'm like skirting the ideas of the last year and what we've talked about, what games we've played. I'm struggling here though. I'm not finding anything.
I can give you another negative review if you want.
Yeah, hit me with another negative.
Okay. This is by Bill Gates.
Yo, Bill! Okay.
With 1.6 hours on record, and they say, I'm not one of the thousands of losers who jumped on this game looking for hate. I like it, it's good. But it's crashed so much for me that I really can't recommend it until they fix that. I'm trying to play the game and I'm not able to do that, and I'm going to pick it back up when it stops freezing for nothing.
Huh. I'm trying to think of a game that did that to me. That was crashing and breaking, and I'm wondering if it's like one that was multi-plat and like I didn't have the issue on PlayStation. I mean, the other thing I'm thinking of the Super Meat Boy 3D demo I couldn't launch during Next Fest, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be what this is.
No.
I am struggling.
I'm gonna give you another negative one,
Okay.
which might help.
All right.
This is by AJWCT, who has 1.9 hours on record, and they say, this game is bad. I'm not saying that because it's woke. The game is genuinely bad. The art style is ugly, the mechanics are janky, and it has a multitude of performance issues. I don't hate the concept or idea, but the current version is not worth the money. I've gone back and played a little more, and I can confirm that for the most part, my original review still stands when it comes to mechanics being bad.
Just a genuinely bad game. What? Or everyone's wrong, and it's a great game. They just don't understand how to play a platformer. I don't know which one I'm in right now.
I think the focus on people looking for hate and it being woke is an important one to consider.
Right. And I'm trying to think like what
And it's a puzzle
recent puzzle platformer had a black woman in it. Like that's where I'm at.
It's very recent.
Very
I can
recent.
tell you that.
Like this
Yeah.
year, very recent.
Yep.
Again, I'm only thinking Love Eternal. What else came out this year?
It's tricky because it is a puzzle platformer, but it's not like I can't say this without spoiling it.
Ah, shit. This probably is like scroll through my Steam library, but I feel like that gives away too much when I find it.
It's not like one giant world that you're just platforming through.
Okay. I'm gonna hate myself so much.
And it does star a black woman.
I knew it. What games came out this year with the black woman?
And the being black is a big part of it.
I'm telling you, man, I'm seeing so many people of color. I'm seeing Spirit Swap. I am seeing Usual June. I am seeing Cairn. I am seeing so many, and I'm not seeing anything that fits this description, and I'm struggling. I'm gonna hate it.
You're gonna hate it.
I'm gonna hate it. And I played it.
You did play it. I'm not sure if you played much of it.
Okay.
I know you started to play it, but I don't know if you got very far.
Fuck. I know it's not, but just to throw out a guess, I'm gonna say it is Love Eternal.
It is not Love Eternal.
I got nothing.
It's relooted.
Fuck! God damn it, you're right. Fuck! Damn it, fuck. And I just updated it yesterday too. Fuck! God damn it. I knew it. Fuck!
Damn.
Shit. Really? I've had no issue with the Mojo.
Apparently people have plenty of issues with the gameplay.
Huh.
It still sets out a very positive rating.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was about to pull it up and say what's it at overall. Weird. God damn it, I knew it was a black woman. Fuck! They get me all the time. Speaking of, there's a Women's Day sale going on. Let's go!
Nice.
Oh, what cute art. Damn, that pissed me off. That's bothersome. Shit! I knew I was somewhere in that fucking ballpark. All right, damn it. Yeah, it's gonna haunt me all day now. Fucking really. Fun game. Another one, like I'm sitting there with Karen, like I do want to go back and play more. I finished the first like level and then I did the review on the podcast and then again 10 other things came out, so hell yeah. I hate that people are having the issues with it. I didn't have any of those problems with the game crashing or anything. But yeah, I'm glad it's still sitting at very positive.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Damn it. Ah, fuck. I guess you had to make that one a TikTok with the fucking 14 years took me to guess a fucking game. All right. Timestamp. Let me give you another one.
Yeah.
These are not particularly short. So,
Okay.
you want positive, you want negative?
Let's start with negative for this
All
one.
right. This is from Tony Dippa. Okay. I had to chill a little bit before writing this review because I spent I see. Okay. Okay, I had to chill a little bit before writing this review because I spent an hour writing 3 separate angry reviews for this game. Now let's begin. Visual aspects of the game, amazing. Climactic, clearly made with love. Someone has a talent and should stay in this field of work. Stay in this field of work environment. Space for movement felt crampy, and the level design could improve a bit. Hey guys, punctuation's a thing. Level design could improve a bit, but since I wouldn't do a better job, good job then, I guess story, I don't know. How could I know what the fuck is the spacing? When I was stuck doing those damn quests. Long story short, whoever designed these quests should never ever design any quests ever again. Those poorly designed quests blocked me from playing the game. I'm not going to rant on those quests too much, but that's not the most. Okay, now here we're in sets of parentheses. So I'm not going to rant on these quests too much, but parenthesis, and that's the most beginning parenthesis or and only end parenthesis important thing of this review, end parenthesis. So this is a bad negative review. This is, I don't know if it's correct or incorrect, but I know it is poorly written, and I can tell that the time they took to wait to write it was still not enough, and they need to reorganize. But
no, they clearly didn't like the quests.
Yeah, they didn't like the quests, and they don't want to harp on them so much. They just don't like the quests.
No, but it was beautiful to look at.
Yeah. Oh wait, this one does continue. I feel like poorly designed quests robbed me from an experience of experiencing a great game.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't know, they didn't like the quests.
They didn't like the quests?
They did not like the quests.
Oh, damn.
It might be a little bit underlying, but yeah.
I'm going to need a positive review.
All right.
I'm struggling here.
This is from Tallulah 1060. Not a bad game. The handling in this game is very annoying and made me stop playing several times. The most annoying part is the kid constantly babbling in the background. If you stop to look around for a second, the kid immediately starts babbling to his father about what he's supposed to be doing. If I move around, he immediately asks his dad, what's he supposed to be doing? Unless this is a game for kids, there's absolutely no need for the game to constantly remind the player what to do. The nature of an adventure game is exploration, but this game won't allow you to do it without needling you about the current task. I got very, very, very annoying very, very quickly.
Oh. So it's with a kid being very annoying to their dad.
Yep.
And the first thing that popped in my mind was God of War remake. But I guess that's not in the...
No.
Damn, I'm drawing blanks here.
I say I have 2 more positive and 2 more negatives, however we, you know. You have a lot of free reign because we had to go to the Steam page to get ones for Reloaded.
Yeah, let's go with another negative one.
Okay. This is from... Oh, God. Fumfalftak Sturm. Incredibly unpolished for a light puzzle / walking sim style game. Some frustrating / annoyances that I found. Had a UI bug. Now, I remember this one was a long one that had a list of things, so I condensed it. Had a UI bug that made the options on the right show up constantly and were mostly incorrect, making the interactions more of a guessing game. Thankfully, they're not that complicated. Story seemed interesting, but I'm not dealing with this lack of polish in a game where the game already has minimal interactions to begin with.
A walking simulator with your kid walking behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Why is nothing coming to mind right now?
I know this is one you've talked about multiple times here.
It's one I've... What? No.
Yeah, you're right. It's tough, right?
No. Damn.
I got more reviews.
Give me another positive one.
Okay. This is from Soundgrass. The story isn't as mature as I was hoping. That's the only thing I would say to someone interested in. I feel like you left out a noun there. I'm going to start over. The story isn't as mature as I was hoping. That's the only thing I would say someone interested in. For the rest, it is the game made from the heart. Sensible in every corner. The sound is great. The art is amazing. And the writing is pretty good. Great game. Fantastic to introduce history to a 10-plus-year-old. Actually says 10 plus minus year old, so I'm not sure what that is, but
Game. Walking simulator with a kid walking around. And I've talked about this plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna hate myself. This is revenge for the last one, isn't it?
It's a little bit.
God,
a little bit.
Damn.
I think the last positive would give it away. I don't think the last negative would necessarily.
I'm just trying to think.
Sure.
I'm thinking of walking simulators. And I'm drawing blanks. I'm just thinking of like the big ones, the Firewatch, the Edith Finch.
Fairly recent one. I think it was tail end of last year.
Tail end of last year.
Double checking. Yeah, tail end of last year.
Oh wow, I'm gonna hate myself.
I think walking sim implies it being more open than it is. I think walking sim is a fitting genre for this game, but I think if you're thinking general walking sims, it's not quite of that ilk.
No, yeah. I'm drawing complete blank.
Okay. You want the last
you can
positive?
just give me the answer. Or you can give me the last positive, yeah.
I'm gonna do that. This is from Wee Wee. Love a little game about German history told through the people that live in a single apartment in Berlin. Highly recommend.
Oh, that way. Wow. The Berlin apartment.
Yeah. Oh, you got
it. Okay. That's why I couldn't think of it. Like the scenes where the kid is walking behind you are like 10% of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't play it myself, but I again sat in the call and watched Mal play, and it was very funny because the only time I heard this character, and maybe this was post patch and like this is an early review, I'm not sure, but Mal got to the part where you're the kid playing with the hammer, chipping tiles off the wall, and did that for like 30 minutes. Like Mal's like, every one of these tiles is coming off this wall. So I just sat there, I was playing whatever, and I'm just hearing tink, 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 tink. Tink, and then whatever the kid says about like a hammer and a screwdriver or some line that they repeat themselves like a million times, and it was just like tink, tink, tink. How you doing, baby? I'm good. Tink, 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 tink. It was a great time. But yeah, the Berlin apartment.
Of course. I never would have figured it out without that last one.
Yeah, I was thinking when I was hearing people talk about walking, so I'm like, I see it. I just think it's another thing where
it is a walking simulator.
Right. Game genres are so diverse and it is very fitting, and I think walking sim is correct. But I think when you say walking sim, you think Edith Finch, Firewatch, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Like I think you think bigger scale. So I do think this is a walking sim, but I think it's like if I'm telling someone it's like a kind of a walking sim, where like that kind I think really resonates that it's not your typical thing. I think just calling it a walking sim makes it seem bigger in scale. I think that's where some of them are misleading, at least in my head. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Right. Dope. Time stamp. That's the last one I had. I know you have two more. You want to do one more? You want to do the rest of them? Listen, we're hanging out.
We can do both of them.
Bet.
Like one of them is very short.
Okay.
Both the negative and the positive one. Because I was gonna do this one. No, I can't say that. I'm just gonna spoil it. Do you want positive or negative review?
Let's do positive. Let's be a little happy over here.
Positive. Okay. This is by Biggles84.
Biggles.
Who has played for 7.99 hours. And they say, it's like when I had my second child. It's a little different than the first one, but you love it unconditionally.
Did you do Moonlighter 2 again? Did you? Sequels that I've played recently. I've only played Moonlighter 2. You wouldn't have gone to the lengths of doing Slay the Spire 2 immediately, right?
Maybe.
All right, give me a negative.
The negative one is by Sinzari, who has played for 21.8 hours and says, basically just an overpriced DLC for the first game.
It could be Slay the Spire 2. It could be Slay the Spire 2. Do you have any more positive or negative?
I can look them up.
You don't have to. I'm just saying if you had one. Because I might just make the guess of Slay the Spire 2.
You know.
Okay.
Slay the Spire 2?
It makes sense you would pick it, but it also makes sense that you don't. So I'm like, fuck, is that what it is? Because I think both those reviews are fitting.
I'm gonna give you one more positive review.
Okay.
By Top Bug Boy, who has played for 13.3 hours and says, I think the skeleton is kinda sexy.
Okay. All right. See, and the username, I'm like, oh, it's Silk Song. Because I heard Bug Boy. I thought that was part of the review. I have an answer, but now I'm afraid it's wrong. Because I'm like, no, it totally makes sense. This is right, but I'm second guessing. What's the first negative review?
With your gut feeling.
They said overpriced sequel.
An overpriced DLC for the first game.
Is it Hades 2?
Hey, is that your final answer?
I don't know. I'm thinking Scully. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was
Hades 2.
Slade Spire 2, actually.
God damn it! I hate you! Hate you! The game came out yesterday. It came out like a week ago. But it came out yesterday, Tofr. If you can pick that.
I did say recent.
I know. I just didn't think you meant like fresh out the womb recent. Like. Damn it. Nah, I was right in the first place. Fuck.
You have to trust your gut feeling more.
So then the skeleton, I was like, is it Necrobinder? I was like, no, they wouldn't be. I know some of you weirdos are out there already banging Necrobinder in your head. I get it. He's cool. Austie, we all love fingers. It's great. But damn. I should have stuck with my gut.
Right. I've got one more for you.
Let's do it.
Do you want the positive or the negative review?
I'm feeling pissed now. Let's do negative.
Okay, this is by Ibu.
Ibu
has played for 0.9 hours.
Okay.
Simply not fun. Just fumble around in the dark for 45 minutes until happening upon objectives. Needs a lot of polish before this is worth anything. There is no tension or atmosphere, just more of the same wandering in a maze the whole way through.
Ooh. I'm immediately thinking like friend slop games where I need like a flashlight or horror games. And I don't play a lot of those horror games.
Mm-hmm.
But around in the dark. Let me get the positive.
Sure thing. The positive review is by Gert, who has played for 1.4 hours, and says, amazing game. I sneezed near my friend Teddyman27, and the employees kindly assisted me with a lamp to the teeth. I can't sneeze anymore. 10 out of 10 game.
The employees assisting me with a lamp.
The teeth.
Shit.
You know this one. You got it.
I feel like I do, and I'm spacing. Is it? See, I'm thinking lamp, but I'm thinking like fireflies, and I'm going Silk Song, and I don't think that's where I need to be at. Read me the positive one more time.
Amazing game. I sneezed near my friend Teddyman27, and the employees kindly assisted me with a lamp to the teeth. I can't sneeze anymore. 10 out of 10 game.
So the fact that they tagged like Teddy Man was another player, so friend slap game. Hit me with a lamp to the teeth. I'm like sitting on repo.
I'm gonna give you a hint. It's one you played with Mal.
We played. I streamed with Mal, or I just played with Mal?
I think you streamed because you clipped some of it for TikTok, I think.
Oh, Storebound.
Yeah.
Got it. That makes perfect sense. Yep. I sat there. I was like, employees. I'm like, we're the employees most of the time. We're doing this. Got it. Okay. I was in the right spot. I had to flip it. Okay. Go. I said that because we were like with Mal, and then I thought like Slop Squad. Where I was like, we did RV There Yet, which wouldn't make sense. We did Haunted Heist, which that was a headache and a half for multiple reasons, but the game was still fun. And then I did like Jump Back. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Storebound's great. Storebound's really good.
You got it.
There you go. With a lantern? Or with a lamp? Does the guy have a lamp?
I don't know. That's what they wrote.
What am I not thinking about? How's that review? Because that's not like new, right? I don't know if you have that written down. If that's
No, I don't.
Okay, so I assume that's chapters 1 and 2. Does the main guy have a lamp? I think that's what was throwing me off the most, the lamp. And maybe I'm not recognizing the lamp from the game, and I'm like, oh, it's right there. I can't visualize it, but good shit. Love these. Love these fucking Steam reviews.
Yeah.
So hold on, because you got, let me see, for mine, you got Undusted, you got Starbirds, you got Stardew, you got Yap Yap. We can say you got the Burlet Apartment. But I have more options. I don't know how many. I forget how many I got right. I know I got Moonlighter.
You got Storebound. You got Moonlighter. You got Demon School.
Mm.
You got Dispatch.
Yep.
And you got Goodnight Universe.
We tied 5 and 5. Oh my god, what a perfect way to say how much we love indie games.
Absolutely.
Oh, bet. Timestamp that bitch. What a fun time. I love doing these team reviews. Guys, let us know how many of you guys got right, and did you cheat to look it up. You can tell me if you cheated. Your points won't count, but you can tell me. Be honest. It's fine. But it's time we hop into what we've been playing, and we've been sitting here talking about the game all fucking day, so we got to talk about Slay the Spire too. Tofr, I know you haven't played as much as you would have hoped by this point, but you're kind of the Slay the Spire guy, and I want to give you that opportunity to start and give us your initial thoughts on Slay the Spire 2 so far.
So I only managed to play 2 short runs. I didn't make it out of Act 1, I think, on either run.
Okay.
But I did unlock 2 extra characters.
Okay.
So that's cool. So far, from what I've seen, it's more Slay the Spire.
Yep.
It just looks better than the first game. It plays just as smoothly. It feels just as well balanced as the first game. I haven't noticed too many differences yet. That's mostly because the 2 characters that I played at were 2 characters that were in the first game as well.
Right.
So I haven't been able to, like, the third character that I unlocked is one of the new characters, and I still have to play with them to find out what's new with them. I also have not been able to play co-op yet.
Okay.
So I don't have any experience with that yet. But so far I'm loving it. I wanted more Slay the Spire, and that's exactly what I got. I love the presentation. I love that there's more lore now to discover. Yeah, that's basically all I can say about it so far. I've played for like an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I think it's great in the spot we're in, because we're coming in as you, who's played so much of the first Slay the Spire and hasn't gotten a chance to play a lot of 2 yet, whereas me, who played like an abysmal amount of Slay the Spire 1 and is putting in, we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, or before we sat down to record, I've put like 22 hours into this game in the last couple days. I'm having a phenomenal time. This is currently my like downtime roguelike obsession. I am really enjoying the loop. And I think what's funny is I talk about, like, people mention Half-Life, where like this changed first-person shooters. I'm like, it's hard to see that as someone who's played so many first-person shooters post Half-Life. Where like, how do I go back and see like what did this start? Where I'm like, oh, it's so much lesser now, right? Where like I'm playing Slay the Spire, and I've seen this recipe done time and time again. Like, this has inspired so many different ones. And getting in here to play the formula and not necessarily see it done differently, but seeing it done so well, seeing it done so tightly and so correctly, where I'm like, got it. I understand why this is the king of this type of roguelike, why this is the one that starts this formula, where everyone's like, oh yes, we made a Slay the Spire like. I'm like, got it. Yeah, it's hard to nail what this is, not to do it just once, but to do it twice. And this is an early access release. I am trying to find, for the life of me, what does 1.0 look like for this? This feels like when Hades 2 came out, and we're like, oh, this game is done, it's just missing some assets. I don't know what else you add to Slay the Spire 2 yet. I don't know if we're doing more areas, more bosses, more characters, more, whatever, the extended little battle pass thing to get more lore, what that looks like. But like, I don't think this needed to be early access. This feels feature complete. I feel like I've beaten a run. I've made it to the end of a run in co-op. And I think this game is great. I have not beaten a solo run. I get really close and then they kick my teeth in because I'm like, I'm not preserving my health enough, or I put too many cards in my deck, so I'm not getting enough block to stay alive, or I'm going for damage cards and not healing cards, so I'm not getting everything that I need to. But I am, and this fucker on the screen, this for video watchers, this motherfucking whatever the shit this bitch is, I hate him. I made an Instagram story the other night talking about how this guy can fuck himself. I hate him. He's stupid. He ruins your life. Have you fought this bitch yet? I think he might be an area 2 boss. I forget. I fucking hate him. Because every like 3 turns, he's like, all right, make a choice. Do you want to take damage or do you want to do less? Where it's like, you can only play 3 cards a turn. You can only do this. Such and such will happen. Or you just take 7 damage, take 8 damage, take 9 damage. Like, fuck off. You're annoying. I hate this guy. I don't think I've beaten him yet. He's annoying as shit.
Okay.
But I will say, I've played a lot of solo in this game. I've also played a lot of co-op, surprisingly. Like, I did not expect to get into the multiplayer, but like I sat down, downloaded this game after a stream, started to play, and my buddies, Kanai and Connor, were like, hey, we're on if you want to run some. So we ran some co-op. That was my first night. Something I do really like is that they are separate runs. So like normally in a roguelike, you're like, I started a run. If I want to do a new one, I have to like cancel this one or end it. My single player one and my multiplayer run are like separate. I don't know if it's a save so much. Like, I don't think you save your multiplayer run. It's kind of like go until you stop. You're still going to complete a run, but I was able to save my solo one, play multiplayer, and then once we beat or lost that, I went back to my solo one so I could continue. Which I'm like, I do love that. That feels amazing. Because if I'm like, I'm doing so good on my own, and everyone's like, hey, we want to play together, instead of dropping everything I have to do to go have like a shitty run or who knows what, I can just save, come back later. I love that. As of right now, I am in love with both of the new characters as well as the Silent. I have gotten so many great runs with the Silent with Blade. Is great. They're so good because I can use Blade Storm to spawn in shivs that go to my exhaust pile. And then there is a card that I've only gotten one time, but I am set on rebuilding this thing because it was so good, but is the Knife Trap, where the Knife Trap will take every single shiv that you've put in your exhaust pile and throw them at once. So what I will do is I will get like 3 Blade Storms. I will upgrade them so they give me, they give you 4 shivs that give additional damage. And then I had another card, another power. No, it was upgrade to the Knife Trap that every knife it took out of the exhaust was upgraded. So each one was doing 6 damage. So I'm like, play 3, done. Play 3, done. Play 3, done. Build that thing to like 20, 30, 40 shivs in the exhaust pile, play the Knife Trap, and it's just like, all right, guys, sit back. Fring, 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 fring. Like, it's going to be over in a second. Just stick with me. Fring, 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 fring. I'm like, this is amazing. I love it. The Silent is great. That was our 2-player run. I was so pissed we couldn't win that because I was such a great build. But then I did a run with my buddies Zach and RJ, where RJ is the min-maxer, does everything they can to play these fucking games, and has been playing the Regent, keeps sending us screenshots of the cool shit they're doing with the characters. I think the Regent is really cool. Their whole thing is building the... So I won't get too much into it because I didn't want to play it. I want to experience... I want you to experience the game that you're excited for. I don't want to be the new guy. It's like, spoiler alert, here's the thing that happens. But I dig the Regent. I think their character design already is really cool. But I love the cards they get and building up for big swings. And then Necrobinder, I think aesthetically is my favorite. Because they're like, hey, I'm a skeleton that has a giant hand as my companion who will usually help you either doing a lot of damage or blocking damage. So it is building up an ally to keep doing more. I'm a huge fan of the new characters as coming in really for the first time on the second game. And diving in, falling in love with what I have here, what options I have to play with. I'm getting to pick up new relics, find new bosses. The enemy designs are also fucking awesome. There's one that there's a handful that every time I see them, I'm like, you're going to be a pain in the ass, but I love the way you look and I want to fight you. I am very much enjoying Slay the Spire 2. I think this is yes, more of the first from what I can tell. Again, as someone with so little time into it. But I think I'm enraptured. I want to complete it. I want to beat runs with these characters. So I'm like, oh, I did it. I've only completed a run with Ironclad, which are in our co-op run. Otherwise, I'm like, let me do a solo one. I get to the point where I can see my fate. And I'm like, I'm not going to win, but can I make it happen? What can I do to change that? And I'm looking at the potions I have. I'm so bad at using my potions, I always forget they're up there. And then when I have them, I'm like, if I used this 2 turns ago, I could have turned this around and been still alive at this point.
Aw.
But it is so fun. I'm getting better at using the potions and buying potions and going to the shop and buying the cards that are working for my deck and what builds that I have, as opposed to just like, oh, this looks like it could do a lot. But yeah, great.
It's addicting, right?
So much fun. So much addicting. So much addicting. It's great.
I'm glad. Like, I was happy to, like, in the past week, every time I went on Discord, I saw you playing Slay the Spire 2, and I was like, yes, we got him, boys. We got him.
It's great. No, it is phenomenal. When I picked it up on Steam, I saw you didn't get a review code, right? We both bought this game.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we bought
Just
it.
double check. I didn't mention. I didn't know if you did or not through so many games. But yeah, picking this one up, the bundle was out. I think the first game was like $3, and I think this game is $30, if I recall, on Steam. So a little salty compared to the first one. I think is normally like 15, 20.
23 in Europe.
Okay. Yes, that sounds about right in that ballpark. But it's been well worth the money. I'm getting my money's worth. I have been in the spot of playing with mouse and keyboard. I mean, skipping this is the fucking end of a run. I don't want to spoil that for anybody. It is. It runs well on mouse and keyboard. It runs well with controller. It's been nice to play it like laying in bed, either in the dock on the Steam Deck or just playing on the Steam Deck proper. I'm having a really, really, really good time with this. And at some point when schedules align, running this co-op, I think it'll be really fun. So we should definitely do that.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
It's great. I'm digging it so much. Fuck.
It's dangerous that it runs so well on Steam Deck as well.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, let's just go for a quick run. Let's just do it.
I think
and then all of a sudden it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, it's exactly what my last like week has been. Where I'm just like, Mal and I would go to bed on the phone, right, and like fall asleep in Discord, and then I'm like, let me turn the volume down the Steam Deck and try and be as quiet, because I don't want to like phone next to me is click 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 on the controllers. I'm like, shh, be quiet. I'm playing Slay the Spire. It's 2:30 in the morning. I have to die. I died. Do I start a new run? No, I need to go to bed. It's addicting. It's tough. I also don't know what I was doing here that I'm just sitting on the screen for so long. I haven't done anything. But yeah, it's accessible enough where I think people who don't play roguelikes, like, I'm tempted to see like if Mal and LB would want to play it. I don't know that it's their cup of tea. I don't know if they'd want to dive into it. I think we have Rivals or other things. I don't think it's another one to add to their like library that they'd stick with. But having Zach and RJ to play with, having Connor and Kanai to play with, eventually having like you and I to play with it at some point, like having the world of people playing Slay the Spire, knowing that at any point, Jonathan, Latinas Against Spooky Shit, who's in D Plus Ultra with me, we hung out with it at PAX. He messaged me when I put up my stories, like, we got to run sometime. I'm like, bet, let's fucking do it. I adored that they added multiplayer to this. I think it is a not necessary thing, but I think the biggest thing about it, and this was me being gassed for indies the other day. I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. Wario64 made a post about Marathon and Slay the Spire came out the same day. And at like that first couple hours, they're both sitting around 83,000 concurrent players. I think Slay the Spire was like 1,000 more. It was like 84,000, 83,000 with Marathon, the new shooter from the Destiny people, right? Which I'm like, wow, that's great that they're keeping up. Fast forward 5 hours. This bitch had like 500,000 concurrent players over Marathon. I'm like, exactly. Go fucking mega crit, dude. That is so great. And I think the co-op is a big part of that. I think having a game you can play with your friends like this, that is so, here's the formula of the game and we're going to do it with your friends, I think is great. Seeing the success of this so far in early access, again, in what feels like that perfect, it's already done early access, not knowing what the fuck they're going to add yet. I'm so happy for this team and what they've done. When we sit there and talk about the III initiative and what that looks like, where we saw this game announced for the first time, and like, this is a III indie. This is such a well done passion project, amazing game, and I'm glad it's getting the flowers that it has. And I wish we grabbed it for our Critic League. I wish someone didn't snag it immediately so we could have it. But early access, I don't know how it's doing. Yeah, brutal. I don't even know how it was. It 6-1 indie? I don't know who grabbed it. Someone has it. Fuck those guys. But yeah, absolute banger. Slay the Spire is great.
I'm quickly gonna check Metacritic to see how much
Oh yeah.
Score. Oh, they don't have a score yet.
Okay. See, I think that was one of the big things with the fantasy league is that you can grab an early access game, but if it doesn't get reviewed that way, like people can say it's great. Like we're sitting here reviewing the game, we're not giving a Metacritic score. We're not on Metacritic or whatever. But sometimes early access is held off because you're like, oh, we'll wait till the full thing's out. So if Slay the Spire 1.0 doesn't come out this year, whoever grabbed it doesn't gain any points, but they don't lose any points. So it's kind of just like a free slot. But if it does come out this year or it does get reviews in early access, they're going to be swimming in points. Like they're going to have a lot.
Yeah.
So
there's only so far there's 4 reviews on Metacritic, and only one of them has given a score, and that's 90.
That's a good score. Yeah. Damn. That's really wild. Like maybe people are still sitting on it. They want to give it more time, but I'm shocked that it's not like people are running in to give this reviews because this is a like what feels like a complete early access build. Like
I think early access is mostly for these developers is mostly about finding the right balance in the game.
Yeah.
That's what what they did with the first game.
Okay.
They fine-tuned that balance during the entirety of early access.
Okay.
More than adding more stuff, it's mostly about that.
Got it.
I think I read some people mentioned that there was some replacement art for assets that weren't finished yet as well. Yeah.
So if there is, either it's such good replacement art, I would have no idea that it was needed to be replaced, or I've just not come across any of it. Everything seems, everything seems great. Like when I think about Hades, where I'm like, oh, here's that generic art because they don't have this character made yet. I'm like, oh, I remember that, but it was never a bother. I can't think of a moment I passed in this game like, oh, that needs to be replaced. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it all looks great.
It's weird, like how the press is mostly quite silent about the game, while players are reacting to it in a massive way.
Yeah.
Like this should be getting the press levels of something like Hades 2 or Silksong, because it's having the same impact, and yet here we are, and the press is. The only thing I've seen is that like an article about it passing 500,000 concurrent players.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I want to see. Was it Steam chart, Steam database? What's the?
Oh, SteamDB.
SteamDB. Okay. SteamDB Slay the Spire 2. Not the price history. I want Steam charts. Is that what I want? Yeah. So, as we're recording this, there's 239,000 people on playing. The last 24-hour peak was 566,000. The overall peak over 3 days was 574,000. Yeah. And hold on, I just not to compare apples and oranges here, but I want to look at Marathon. Marathon.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt. Marathon right now has 43,000 as we record. Hold on, let me pull these up side by side. We're gonna gas indie games for a second, team. Stick with me. Let me pull these up on the screen together. And then I want Marathon. Boom. Put this over here. I said put it over here. Put it over here. Put it over here. Charts. All right. So again, these games come out the same day. One is a AAA published game. One is an indie game. On the left, we have Marathon, which currently has 43,000 players on as we're recording, 62,000 in the last 24 hours peak, and then 88,000 peak all time. Slay the Spire, 239,000 players right now, 566,000 in the last 24 hours peak, and then in the peak overall, 574,000. That is, hold on. I gotta do quick math here. I'm not good at math in my head. This is why I have Mal. So let's say 574, 600 divided by 88, 300. That is about 6.5 times as many players overall on Slay the Spire versus Marathon. Both multiplayer games, one with the big budget of Destiny, Bungie, etc., one with Mega Crit. I think it just shows when I hear people, I say this as if it's like a scream from the rooftops, like game needs to, like indie games don't do it. This is insane. This is awesome. And this is not me like down with AAA, whatever. Like I still love a AAA game from time to time. But seeing an indie game absolutely trounce, when you say it out loud, the team that made Destiny, I fucking love that. That is so good for Megacrit. I'm in love with those numbers. I'm so proud of them.
Absolutely, and they deserve it.
They deserve
every little bit of success that they can get.
Insane. Ah, fuck.
It's currently the fourth most played, the fourth most played game on Steam currently.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Only PUBG, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike 2 have more players online right now.
Okay, well, hey guys, Slay the Spire. You should go play Slay the Spire too. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll talk about it more in the future, and I want to see what else comes to it, because we talked. Colin and I were talking about it, like what early access looks like in like a 1.0, and we talked about if they did like the Risk of Rain kind of thing to it, of like, here's a new story expansion with insert 2 new characters in a new area or whatever. Like, and I'm like, that could be cool. I don't know if that makes sense in Slay the Spire, having not played so much the first one and just seeing what this one could do to expand. But honestly, this is just the game we have for the rest of eternity, with just a few touches here and there. I wouldn't mind new characters. I've played a little bit of. The only one I've not played so far is the Defect. I unlocked them, and I'm just like, let me keep playing the ones that I'm digging, with the 2 new guys and the Silent. But I do need to play the Defect yet, so I can actually like experience it, and then I wouldn't mind new characters, but I also wouldn't be upset if we didn't get more. I think this is great.
I think maybe we could get one more. I think that's what they did with the first game. They added 1 extra character during early access.
Okay.
But I think it would be tough, especially since they're so focused on getting the balance of the game right.
Right.
To introduce more characters with their own decks.
Yeah.
I think that would be quite a challenge. I'm not saying they're not up to it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot.
Yeah. Do you think we get a new character, or think they add back in? Who's the one they took out? Is like the blue person.
Yeah.
I don't
forget
know
her name.
Yeah.
I
know
her name.
She was in Frame Makers, the indie fighting game. I'm like, oh, they're not in here. I just noticed. I assume they were unlockable. But yeah, so I assume they're gonna put them back in, if not them plus another new character. But yeah, I think the new characters are great. I love the new characters so much.
I can't wait to play them.
There you go. Listen, get it, buddy. You have the region. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on the region and the Necrobinder when you get them. Because for anyone playing
I will tell you about it next week.
There we go. I think they're really simple to unlock. I don't know. There's not really a spoiler in case it's basically you unlock the new guy, do a run. Like literally, I think Zach, they started a new run as I joined them. Like, oh, hold on, way back out. They backed out, and it's like you unlocked a new character. Like we didn't even start the run. Like we literally just loaded up and go. If you just want to unlock all the characters, you're like, do Ironclad, go in, back out, here's the Silent. Go in with the Silent, back out, come in, here's the region. Go in with the region, back out, here. Like you just unlock everybody right away if you want to.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a run with everyone, but either way. If you just want the new characters right away. But yeah, Slay the Spire. Really great. We should play some more.
We should. We absolutely should.
Boom. Timestamp, which means we're on to another game, Tofr. How should we do this? Should I you want me to go first, then do yours the Dubai again, or do you want to?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Google. Then let me. Never mind, Tofr. You don't get to talk today. It's my episode.
Wow.
So we played a new co-op game this week, Mal and I. It is called Finch and Archie. I received keys for this game. Thank you out to the devs for setting me up with it. It is a detective puzzle game where you're playing as a man and his buddy cop companion who is a dog. I didn't quite know how in-depth this game got in the way they play with human versus dog, but it's very interesting and I like it a lot. So, off the rip, not animal cruelty, but I will tell you up front, dog dies. Happens off the rip.
No.
A little bit of a spoiler, but it's the narrative to get to where we're at. You do like a little bit of a prologue of here's the characters you're with. They kind of tell you right away because the game is called Archie and Finch. And when you go to start the game, you're like, do you want to be Finch or do you want to be Max? You're like, who the fuck is Max? What's Max? And Max is the dog. And I'm like, hey, Mal, you're playing the dog? I got to tell you, babe, you're not living. You're not going to make it. And that's what happened. You do the first like kind of tutorial how to play the game and then get into it. But what's really cool is that it is almost like, so it's a co-op detective game, but to make it balanced so everyone has something to do, as Finch, you could only talk to human suspects. As Max / Archie, you could only talk to animal suspects. Nice. So in this first section, I'm talking to a homeless man as Finch, and Mal's talking to a cat off in the corner as Archie. So we are both getting information, relaying it to each other. we play this in a call so we can still talk about it, but for mechanics in the game, you have to relay that information to your companion. And to do that, because humans and animals don't talk so good to each other, you have to type out 1-syllable conversations to hand off information. So like,
wow,
you get sticky notes where like Mal as the dog will go talk to the cat and like, oh, I didn't see anything. I just saw somebody ran by my house. But there was blood by the thing. So the dog has to type out blood on floor found by cat. And then that goes to me. So like, that's the note, that information, it's coded to whatever way. Like the actual words don't think matter. It just has to be short. You give that to the person. You're like, I learned this. You're like, I guess. And then they give you more information. So me to tell the dog, I'm like, man drop, and I can't say wallet because it's 2 syllables. Man drop coin bag on floor. I'm like, fuck, this is difficult. Trying to translate 2-syllable words to one thing. We're like, I've sent it to Mal. She's like, what'd you say to me? I'm like, it's like in the main level, there's a bathroom. Something happens in the bathroom, and I can't say bathroom because it's too long. So I'm like, blood on floor of pot? She's like, pot? I'm like, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing, the toilet, the bathroom. She's like, oh, got it, okay. So like, that's how you translate those things. The first level, you are going to this bar where the power went out and a man is murdered on the floor. He's missing his wedding ring. All this different shit happens. So you're roaming around this place as Finch. I'm talking to the performer. I'm talking to the bartender. I'm talking to like the Colonel Sanders dressed guy who like brings all the money and whatever. I'm talking to the widow of the now deceased man. Whilst Mal is talking to this little pigeon who has a piece of bread around his neck as like a collar, who's like all crazy. He's like, I was in the war. There's like a little mobster rat who sits in the corner. There is the poodle, who is the companion of the performer. And again, as we're talking to these different characters, Mal's unlocking information that she gives to me that says, hey, there's a thing in this back room that as a dog I can't reach, but you have to get it. So I get that. I bring it in. I'm like, okay, here's that information. I can't get into this room because the key was stolen by the bird. So now I tell Mal that information. Mal takes it to the bird. They're like, oh yeah, I have the key, but you're gonna have to do this for me. So it's this back and forth of what do you have, what do I have, what clues did we find, and it was really dope. It became challenging as we got into it. I think once you get to the end, it's very Duck Detective in the way that you open the book and it's like blank to blank, and then blank gave blank to blank so that they could blank the blank. And it's like, okay, so you take all the information you found and you plug it into these spots to like build the story, and we ended up accusing the one character. There was a cutscene that took place and they seemed guilty, but it didn't seem like we completed it. It didn't seem like we did it right. I know we didn't do everything in the room. We still had tasks to do, but once you find enough, you can go submit it in the book and finish the quest. I'm curious. And there was like, oh, there was an affair between these people and this guy did this thing and there's a gun in the back room. Where'd this gun go? How did we find the thing? There were items we could see, but we couldn't quite figure out how to get to and grab. And I was like, are we missing items? How do we get this? We know there was a secret room behind a shelf, but we couldn't figure out how to like let my character interact with it. So what they had to give. But there's a lot to do here and solve puzzles, and it's very reliant on you helping each other. I did find moments where it did feel like I did everything I could do for that time. So I kind of sat waiting, which like until Mal could do something or vice versa. I'm like, Mal's done everything they can. They have to wait for me to do something. So it was a little unbalanced in that degree, somewhat. But this is dope. It's an early access. This is only the first episode. So there's the prologue and the first episode's out. But as they release more, I see Mal and I diving back in to be like, let's play more and see like what's the next quest? What's the next thing that takes place? How do we find this thing or whatever? But like you can see on the screen a little bit of spoilers for the plot. But it's like the dog and the rat gave us his ticket and her ticket, which confirmed that Red Dress Girl and Dead Man kiss in dark, which is like, oh, they had an affair. And there's like a talent agency, which is called Armstrong. So Mal was like, Armstrong, sing guy card. I'm like, sing guy card. The business card. Armstrong gave us the business card to the performer. Got it. Okay. So these are the things that you can explain to each other over communications, like through the microphone. But for your character to give the character, you have to type this broken English to do that. I'm like, this is very cool. I like this a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's very fun. I don't know the price of the game off the top of my head. I did not look at that. Again, we got keys, so I should. Archie or Finch in Archie. Mana bing, mana boom. The game it's $12 for the game. You'll have to buy it. You need 2 copies of the game to play it. But yeah, okay. I'm Really surprised with this game. It's one that came from my email. I sent it to Mal. I'm like, hey, I got keys if you want to run it. We had a very good time playing through it, and I'm excited to see more episodes come out. I think the same way we play, I'll talk about Storebound in a second, the same way we talk about Storebound, and like, as we get new chapters and coming back to play with the group, I think as I'm like, hey, Mal, we just got episode 2. Do you want to hop on this weekend and play? We're going to do that and have a good time. Very cool game. Another great co-op puzzle couples game to check out if you like your puzzles and detectives stories.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Playlog really has become the home of like good co-op games.
We're doing the damn thing. We're doing the damn thing. I'm definitely gonna cover this one. This will probably get broken out to a TikTok because I want people to know we played it. But yeah, really great, really fun.
Nice.
But yeah, Tofr, on to you. What you been playing?
I've been playing a game that I originally played 2 years ago when it released in 2024. It's called Vampire Therapist.
Yes.
I received a key for it, but I already owned the game, so I didn't need the key I received, but I still think I should mention it.
Absolutely.
The reason that I reviewed it now is because there's a console release now for the game. But I went back and played it once again on PC as I don't own any of the consoles anymore.
Sure.
But basically, Vampire Therapist, the first question I had when I heard of this game was, are you a therapist for vampires, or are you a vampire who's also a therapist? And the answer is both.
Yep.
You play as Sam, who's like this old school rootin' tootin' cowboy who has seen the light. He is a vampire who has given up most of his vampiric ways and most of the ways of his old life as a bandit, because when he became a vampire, he was taken in by a group of humans who weren't scared of him and who treated him as an equal instead of their prey. And that's when he learned to see things through a different lens. When those humans passed away, as most humans do during a vampire's life, he went on a very long walk. I think it was about 80 years long.
Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, to consider what his next step would be. And he found out that he wanted to help vampire kind to deal with the issues that they go through. The interesting thing about the vampires that you meet in this game is that most of their issues are very human issues. They're just elevated because of their age. But most of them are just the issues that you would get with regular humans. Now, Sam, of course, doesn't have a background in psychology. He has figured out some aspects of it just by talking to people. But he wants to learn how to be a better therapist. So he goes to Germany, to a nightclub that's owned by Andromachos, who is an ancient vampire. He's like 3,000 years old, I think. And he has mastered the art of therapy. And you sit there and you learn from him how to be a therapist. You do this by uncovering, what did they call it again? Let me check that I get the right term. Where is it? I can't find it.
Alucard, Nosferatu, blood,
it's
garlic. I'm saying vampire words. I have no idea.
No, it's like errors in their thinking.
Okay.
I can't find the exact term for it right now, but it's like errors in their thinking, and there's 5 distinct types of errors that you can uncover in what people are telling you. The interesting thing is you learn about those by going into therapy with Andromachos yourself.
Okay.
So while you talk to Andromachos, he will notice these fallacies within you, and then you learn from that, and then you immediately are assigned patients of your own.
Okay.
These patients, I won't go into any detail about these patients because I think first impressions are important when you meet someone.
Sure.
Especially when you're a therapist, because as a therapist, you have to let go of your presumptions when you think about first impressions. So I'm not going to tell you anything about them.
Yeah.
They're interesting people. Let's keep it at that. They're four very different kinds of challenges, even though all of them will go through the exact same 5 types of thought errors. But it's a really interesting game, and it's so addictive. Like once you recognize these thought fallacies, you start to recognize them in the people around you.
Yeah.
which is dangerous, because then you want to tell people about them, but people aren't always receptive to them.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with that. But yeah, I think it's worked out really well. I have read like people who are actual therapists claim that there's lots of mistakes in the game.
Oh, okay.
But as someone who has been in therapy myself, I recognize a lot here in the way therapists behave when with patients, and the way patients behave with therapists.
Yeah.
I think it's really well written. It's also a very funny game. I think like Sam is incredibly charming as the main character. It's so easy to root for him, because he means so well.
Yeah.
Even when he's struggling, he means so well.
Aw.
And there's a couple of jokes at his expense that I felt were a bit unnecessary, because
Okay.
he's very old-fashioned. So when people introduce like modern sex things, for example, he's like taken aback a bit.
Okay.
And I feel like that's a bit at his expense, and I felt that was a bit unnecessary, but it's not like a major thing in the game.
Sure.
I'm being very nitpicky right now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a charming game. It's interesting. If you have any interest in like anything psychology wise, it's an interesting take on that. If you like visual novels in general, you'll have a good time with this. There's no fail state. If you like
Okay.
when you're sitting with a patient and you get the wrong diagnosis, Andromachos just intervenes and you get another opportunity to get
Cool.
it right.
Okay.
So there's no fail state. That does mean that there's no like meaningful choices to be made.
That's fair.
Like there's no consequences to getting things wrong.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind that, then this is an easy recommendation.
Okay. I'm excited to check it out. They sent me a console code, so I have it on PlayStation.
Oh,
But I have
cool.
not touched it yet. How long like was your playthrough? How long did it take to beat?
Let me check.
I say, 'cause I'm definitely interested. When I got the email, so there's a few studios that send me keys. Not studio, like PR companies send me keys. They are not the, hey, would you like a key for a game? They're like, console gamers, boom, here's the game. And most of the time they are like, not Flight Simulator, but like, oh, we're Big Rig Simulator, like games that I'm like, I don't got time for this one. But I saw
Yeah.
Vampire Therapist come across my desk. I'm like, oh yes, I remember Tofr playing this one. This one does seem cool. So I did redeem that one. I have it on my PlayStation. That was just like last week, I think. So I have not had a chance to touch it.
Okay.
But I was just like, this might be
It's
a fun
a-
like afternoon platinum kind of deal.
It's about 10 hours, so
Okay.
it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah. Unless they go really fast.
You could try.
Yeah, we'll see. But no, it does look fun. I was excited to see it come back up, and then when I saw you had it on the dock, I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I will hopefully soon get a chance to like play a little bit of it, and like just another. I'm trying to keep up with my trophy hunting, so if I can get like shorter games or games I consistently drop back into to get the platinum. I have Balatro still installed. I don't think that's not a realistic dream. Getting the platinum for Balatro just sounds terrible. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think the character designs and just the illustrations look great. So this is a cool one to dive into.
Yeah, and the voice acting is really great as well.
Good to know. Is it fully voiced or is it kind of like
Yeah,
okay,
fully voiced.
dope?
And I think Matt Mercer is involved.
Mercer, God damn it, Mercer.
Yeah.
He's in another game I'm playing. It's not redacted. I just haven't played enough to talk about it. But yeah, sick. Hell yeah! Any other thoughts of Vampire Therapist? I keep going to say Vampire Survivors.
I just say go in and enjoy it, and
Oh yeah.
don't be afraid to like look at yourself and the way you might be interpreting things a bit wrongly, in the same way that the characters in this game do.
Damn. We got an existential shit. Wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough. I'll take it. Bet I have one more game to review. I don't have too much to say because we talked about the game before. It's more of the same, but it's great. This week, myself, Mal, and Abby played through chapters 3 and 4 of Storebound. The update was free, but we did receive keys initially when the game came out, so we got this game for free. Also, I should note that I did get 3 additional keys because they were like, "You want to play this?" I'm like, "I already have it, but thank you." So I might have a giveaway to do. I just have not planned that at all. But yeah, Storebound Chapter 3 and 4 came out. It's their first major update in early access. It gave more content. In the first 2 chapters, you are playing as a group of employees trying to escape the megastore. In chapters 3 and 4, you're trying to break in. I'm not entirely sure why. It seems like it is just 3 teenagers who are like, let's do something debaucherous. So you break in just to wreck shit. So you start out. First off, I want to say the game has definitely been optimized more. I remember the first time we streamed the game, I had a lot of issues with just frame rates dropping. I think maybe a few peaks and moments, just things happening a lot. But like this, it ran so much better than it did the first time around. So whatever they did feels great. If you're unfamiliar with the game, it's not friend slop. Friend slop, I think, implies we run in, we get the money, we take it back out, we sell it, whatever. It is the proximity chat, use the walkie-talkies to hear each other type thing. So it is that, but more so, it is about completely objective by doing different things in the store. A lot of it is solving puzzles. Like in this one, there's a ventilation puzzle where it is you are running in. You have a bunch of different pipes that are like, we need different pressures to activate, but each of those pipes goes to separate valves. So it's like, there's the blue, the red, the green, and the yellow. And if you put the 5 here, but the 2 here, but that makes this one too high. So you got to put the 5 over here, but that makes this too low. And solving that, we put that in Mal's hand for the most part. Mal did amazing. Mal's the math person. Mal's got it. Then one of the things I think I'll note about chapters 3 and 4 versus chapters 1 and 2, a lot less scary, a lot less things to run from. Like, they give you room to hide. Like, oh, something's coming after me, we got to hide in here. Chapters 3 and 4 did not have that. Like, if you saw our clips from the first game, which you mentioned earlier in this episode doing it, like, we were like, oh, the monster's chasing us. Hide in the cubby so they can't grab us. There was one, like, chase scene in this game, and it's a scripted moment. Like, you aren't escaping or running from, like, your Mr. X roaming around the map. Oh, he's going to get me. Like, you don't have that in this chapter. And maybe it's a misdirection for the next set of chapters where it's like, oh no, something's gonna happen. Like nothing does happen, and maybe that's a spoiler, I don't know, but it is a lot more focused on the puzzles with the tension in the room as opposed to, oh no, look out, like things are gonna, like, we gotta run from the thing. They do some great stuff with like more of the psychological horror, I think, where like there is a part where you turn into like the more you are staring, or like you're in the darkness, you're staring at anomalies, the world around you is turning into flesh. And when that like fully reaches its like threshold, the other players turn into like meat people. So like when I was one of the levels is a little more of the hide and run, but it's not like I can go hide in a thing. But you have enemies that work like Boo and Mario, where it's like when you're looking at them, they don't move, but when you look away, you hear them running and like, stop it, don't do that, don't come after me. So like our whole second chapter was like, all right, Mal, you stand there and look, I'm going to go over here. All right, I can see all 3 of them now. Now you can move. So Mal would move, they'd stand. Now I can go over here so we could all have a moment of like, let's block the person from coming after us. But then we get in spots where I'm like, there's 7 of them, which means Abby, you got to look at these 2. Mal, you look at these 2. I'll look at these 3. And then when you move, you can see 5. So it was a lot of that, which was still kind of scary of like things running at me, but overall wasn't super like, there wasn't a lot of stakes, I think, in this one. I didn't feel like I was dying as much. The one time I think Abby and I died was we beat the 2 chapters in 2 hours. I was like, cool, let's move forward and do more. We redid chapter 3 on like insane difficulty. And while Mal was doing all of the actual effort, Abby and I, as 2 metamors who like to make fun of like, Mal's my baby girl. No, Mal's my baby girl. We just played dodgeball with glass bottles and bricks. So like all of this last chapter is Abby and I running around just like, gotcha bitch, you missed me, bam, and like throwing bricks at each other. It was very fun. I really enjoy Storebound. I will say, if I had to compare like the set of chapters, 1 and 2 are much stronger than chapters 3 and 4. I think they do some new things to kind of touch on like, how does the game play, what's going on in this world in chapters 3 and 4. But in the horror stakes, run from the thing, like I felt much more of that in chapters 1 and 2, because it's almost just non-existent in 3 and 4. I think it just is paced differently. There's more characters to talk to that give you like, here's what happened and this is the character I was and I did the thing. But yeah, I think 1 and 2 are a lot stronger than 3 and 4, but that has hopes that chapters 5 and 6, however many, I think the goal was 7 chapters, if I recall. I might be making that up. Okay. But still a great game. I think if you are playing from the get-go, like if you and your team, it's 3 players. If you guys are picking up now to play through chapters 1 through 4, like back to back, I think you're gonna have a great time. We still had a great time doing 3 and 4. I just think if we were able to do the entirety of it, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, I think it would have been like a stronger night of playing as opposed to the whole thing. But
Yeah.
I sure hope they have the VOD up in this on the VOD channel soon. I have it exported, just no thumbnail or anything. But yeah, really, really, really cool game they're making here. I'm excited to see what else comes out of it. I just think I felt stronger previously than I did with these new ones.
Yeah. Well, it's like you mentioned, maybe they're changing expectations for like the further chapters.
Yeah. Which, like, even here, right? I'm like, this is like one of the first major cutscenes you get that's like in game. And I'm like, oh, what's happening? And this is spoilers. This is the chase sequence where like, oh, what's coming? Like, what's coming after us? I really enjoy the polish we're getting now, where it doesn't feel like it's just a first-person game where things are about to happen. It is. There's a structure and a narrative and quality to the cinematics, which feel really a strong move forward from what I think we had in the first 2 chapters. Which I'm like, that's great. That's really cool. Yeah, cool game. Cool multiplayer game. I want more games like this. The very Outlast trials, do the objective, press the button, do the thing. I'm trying to think of what some of the other like puzzles were as he went through. Like in chapter 4, it was a lot more of you run off to this store and grab this item to get the thing out of the buzzsaw out of the cage. We need a special formula to break the vines, so we need to go to this store to get the bleach, this store to get the overgrow, whatever. And each store had security systems in it, so you couldn't just grab a thing and leave. You had to bring a second person with you who would deactivate the security system, let you exit with the item, and then they could just follow you out because they weren't stealing anything. All the things that happen when you're in like a store. But this is all in those boo monsters that are following you until you're looking at them. So it did come down with like strategy of like stand and look. Are you good? Press the button. Go. Sweet, we got it. There's like not a frustrating point, but when those monsters kick in, where I'm like, cool, you guys move forward. You just got to tell me where to go. And Mal's like, over here. I'm like, babe, I'm staring at a monster. Over here is not a direction. I need. She's like, go down. I'm like, God, got it. Coming down. She's like, no, over here. I'm like, again, that's not a direction. Got it. Okay, on the way. So like, but as you get so far, you can't look at me where you hear the like glunk, 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 and I'm like, I'm staring. All right, here he came. I see him. Now we can't move again. So, and then Abby died because the longer they stand there not doing anything, they will like inflate and pop, and they have a big radius on them. Oh. So like, one of those killed Abby. We're like, Abby's at the bottom of the stairs. Now it's 2 of us, so we don't have a third set of eyes to make sure we're safe. It's a lot of those strategy, like how do we play around with this? We never failed. The first time we played the game, I think there was all 3 of us died from, again, but we had a monster chasing us. There was something to potentially kill all of us. In this one, where it was a lot more like we had, not a means to fight back, but like we had an ability to stop death. Even if one of us went down, we were able to go revive them. So it, like, it was a lot harder to fail this game in chapters 3 and 4 than it was the first 2. But after I said I didn't have much to say and then just rambled for like 10 minutes. But all I have to say, I really enjoy Storebound. This is one of my favorite like co-op games. I'm excited to see it like later once it's complete and what other like story beats we have. I think we finished the first 2. It's like, what happens next? How do we continue from here? And then you get a new set of characters. So it's almost like if you had Life is Strange in the way of, oh, we have Max and Chloe for 2 episodes. Then we have Daniel and Sean for 2 episodes. Then we have Alex Chen for 2 episodes. Like it looks like we're jumping between different characters at this same store. Which I think is really cool. So yeah,
cool.
Storebound 3 and 4. It's again, we got keys, but these first 2 new chapters are out. It's a free update if you already own the game. If you don't own the game, it's like $7, but for 3 weeks from launch, it's 25% off. So it's like $5 right now for a copy. So if you and your friends would have $15 for the 3 of you to play it, go nuts. Go play the game.
Yeah.
Timestamp. Woo! All right, that's what we've been playing. Tofr. It's time to talk about the indies releasing this week. You want to give us a little splash of what we got going on there?
Sure thing. This is the week of March 12th until the March 18th. On March 12th, we are getting Collector's Cove on Switch and PC. Dark Switch releases on PC. Rel Warped Worlds and Troubled Times releases on PC. And 1348 Ex Voto releases on PlayStation and PC. A day later, on the 13th, Mythmatch releases on PC. Then on March 16th, Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time releases on Switch and PC. On March 17th, Volunteer The Ascension releases on PC in Early Access. The Ratline releases on PC and Trinket Bag Maker releases on PC. And March 18th sees the release of World's Goodest Pup on PC and Fireside Fables Wholesome Narrative Adventure on PC.
What a week. I'm very excited for Bonnie Bear Saves Frog Time. Looks cute. I haven't played what's the studio's other games? Gestures?
The Jester, yeah.
Tale
Jester.
Story? Yeah, Gestures. Those games always look cool, but I never played them. But yeah, they're making
Once Upon a Jester.
Once Upon a Jester, yep. Like those always looked fun, so I think I have received a key for Bonnie Bear, but I've not touched it. Another one I'm excited for is Rel, Warped Worlds in Troubled Times. You're playing as like a wizard who's getting out of prison to find the world is like basically gone. There's like 5 people in existence. You're like, where'd everybody go? And you have spells in a book that you are like combining to do stuff. You have like a timeline of 5. And it's like, if I want to push something, if I do 1 versus 5, like I push more if I do that. Or if I do like a push and lift, I can like kind of lift something and like launch it through the air, freeze things, burn things. I'm like, this is really cool. I've struggled a little bit in the demo of like, I can't tell if I can do this thing or not. And that might just be like me needing to realize you're not ready for this. Come back when you have more spells. That might just be the world we're in. But yeah, Rel's really cool. I like that one a lot so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen some footage. I've seen some footage of Rel as well. Like, you can turn an entire ocean into goo.
Yep.
And just bounce off of it. It looks really cool. The biggest one I'm excited for is Myth Match, which I really enjoyed during Next Fest. And then the Rat Line is another one that I'm looking forward to.
I don't know that one.
This one is by Owlskip Games, who previously made Family, Rivals, Echo Beach, and Riley and Rochelle, which are these Obra-Dinn-esque games, but smaller in scope.
Yeah.
And this time around, you're chasing Nazis in the 70s.
Always the Nazis.
Yeah. Feels topical.
Yeah, honestly, a little bit, but
yeah.
Escapism, game talk, yay! Dope, cool. Yeah, this is a good list here. Collector's Cove as well. That's another cute one. We talked about that during Next Fest, and we said like it's fun. It's just not super original. There's not like what makes this different from other things other than the big sea monster, which at the current state doesn't do a whole lot. But yeah, that's another cute one I think for cozy players out there. And also I mentioned earlier, somebody, I apologize, I did not pull it up beforehand, so I didn't think to look it up. Somebody left a comment like, it'd be cool if there was a way to like, that we could see that list. I think just listing words, I'm like, that's totally valid. I can see it and the viewers can't. I don't know if I'm going to like, just put them in the description. I might like do a little graphic that's like a sticky note that like pops on the screen in the middle. It's just like, here's the releases or like something that might be, it's extra editing work I have to do each week, but I want to accommodate that. I think we don't get a lot of engagement in the comments. So when someone's like, could we do this? I'm like, absolutely. Let's fucking accommodate. So I'll see what we can do with that. Maybe I'll get in the habit of like stealing that list beforehand and making a visual so we can switch to a scene, or I could just pull up the doc, I guess is the other option, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Those are the games releasing this week. Timestamp. Now on to the Indie Spotlight, which I said I would find one throughout the game and did not do that. Fuck, I forgot to find the game.
We can skip it for a week.
No, we can't. I have things to do. I have a commitment. I have to talk about games. You know what? Let's talk about Little Kitty Big City. I like this game, and I think the team over at Double Dagger really like me because they've reached out every time they have a new expansion to be like, "Hey, Danny, you wanna talk about the game again?" I'm like, "I do. Let's do it." They already had their first major expansion, was like the Picture Perfect update, which lets you customize your cat, so you can make your own cat in the game. Move the stripes, the colors, the fur color, everything, so you're not just like the default black cat. Photo mode that adds stickers and everything. And they had a Lunar New Year update, which I don't know if that was a limited time thing or if it was out. And I know they have some more things in the pipeline, which I don't know what they are. I just know that they are working on new things. But if you haven't played Little Kitty Big City, it's just an adorable, cozy game where you are playing as a cat who fell out of your like penthouse apartment window, and you're trying to get back up there, but you need to help people so they can help you climb higher to get back to your apartment so you can sleep by your windowsill. It's just really cute. There's like finding a family of ducks and getting them back to their mom. There's meeting different characters around town who I need this item, or this guy's blocking my way to get home. I can't. And you're just being a cat and knocking things out of people's hands. This isn't a small indie by any means. A lot of people already talked about it. Overwhelmingly positive, I think, here on Steam. I had a blast with it. I believe, did I play this? I think I have a PlayStation key because I want to platinum it, but I originally played it on Steam. and the team actually sent me. This is me being transparent, not because I'm talking about it today, because I feel like I have to. They had sent me a bundle of like the deluxe edition for Switch, which included this little frog hat that you can get for your cat. They gave me that physically. I don't own a cat, so I've given one to each of my partners. So it is just like a little hat. I think LB sent me the picture at one point of. Did you put on Abaddon? I forget if she put on Abaddon or Simon. I forget which cat got the hat, but it's just her holding the cat, and the cat's just like. I'm like, okay.
I can imagine.
They didn't like it, but it's a cute little frog hat. Yeah, so I got mixed up in the mail, so I got 2. So I believe either I did give it to Mal or I've misplaced it, but I thought I gave it to Mal. So I think both Mal and OB have a little cat thing for their cats at home. And Type, I apologize if I gave it to Mal and you had to wear that. It's okay. I'll see you one day. But yeah, Little Kitty Big City, really fucking great. I'll always remember it because it was part of that 2024 May 9th onslaught of like 9 games coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Kitty. Oh, there's your indie spotlight. Came in unprepared and we knocked it out the park. I think we're time, but just in case, which means Tofr, we're at the end of our episode. We're just over 2 hours. Man, we went a long time, but that's okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Play. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, again, leave that thumbs up here on YouTube. 5-star review on audio platforms. It really helps the show grow. More people find it. If you're not already, there is a Playlog podcast account on Instagram and TikTok now. If you want to get the clips or the highlights, and 2.5 hours is a lot, but trying to get little snippets of reviews and funny bits, that Kit Kat thing, that's going to be a TikTok. It's going to be great. I'm probably going to break out some of these TikToks. So stick around. Have a great time. Tofr, if the little Stinkly Winklies wanted to find you, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my Linktree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word. Of course, you can find my reviews over at somanygames.co.uk, just like the reviews of my colleagues over there.
Yeah. Do you have any recent reviews came out? You had people should go looking for?
The last one I did was the Vampire Therapist one.
Right.
I did one right before that as well. Which game was that? I cannot remember. And the next one will be Myth Match.
Ooh,
which will be coming this weekend.
All right, cool. I was gonna say, will that be out by the time of the episode? But no, episode's out first.
No.
That's fine. Yeah, I gotta check out Myth Match. Get around to that one. Sick. And then of course you guys can find me at CGNAB all over the place. You got TTRPGs. Don't forget we have our finale of Jollywood for real this time, as well as Electric State. Those are both going on a Rediscovery RPG. And another thing I haven't been plugging. Hey, I'm gonna be at PAX East in 2 weeks. So if you guys are gonna be in Boston. I will be there all weekend. I get in Wednesday evening. I'll be Wednesday through Sunday night. We leave Monday morning. My business cards just came in. They're the same ones we had.
Swanky.
Right? But then on the back, boom, it's got the QR code. You know what's great about this one, Tofr? No more Twitter.
We
got rid of it. We took that bitch off and we put on Blue Sky. Let's go. I had something else. I have 6 socials on here. I don't know if I had that before. Either way, I'm going to be handing this out to devs. I have quite a few appointments. I don't know what's redacted, so I won't tell you what I'm playing, but I'm very excited to get in and play some games at PAX. And then when I get back, it'll be, let me think. Next week's our 100th episode. Then after that is something else. I realized Mal will be visiting during our podcast recording time. So I was like, babe, I'm going to take care of this. Or we're going to record the episode. I'm just going to keep you entertained. I'm going to give you something to do. I'm going to give her little keys to Jingo or something. But I'm like,
wow.
But yeah, Mal, I wanted to make sure he had a visit before I went out to PAX. So Mal will be here, I think Sunday through Wednesday, and we both leave at the same time. So that'll be the case. And then PAX. So yes, if you're in Boston, come hang out. But we've rambled enough today. We had 2.5 hours of your time. Again, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Go play some more indie games. By the way, go buy some merch. There's a merch link in the description of the YouTube episodes. I have there's a shirt that's play more indie games. I haven't advertised my shit enough. I need to do that more. I need to buy my own merch and show it to you guys. But it's a great shirt. I very much enjoy it. Go have a great time. Be beautiful, be lovely, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Mwah!